What's up, YouTube? Good to see you again. We were just here. We just did this. And going back live on Twitch. There's the Twitch. All right, guys. So we're gonna do this. We're finishing up the Spider-Man
The watch party series.
the watch party series. Like the only thing that would be left at this point would be to do
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. But
But
yeah,
really, we could probably wait till later to do that one, to be
Spider-Verse.
honest.
I mean, unless they do something really weird and throw some weird curveball for
all the characters in that movie are in No Way Home.
who
All
knows,
of
man?
them.
Who knows? At this point, who knows? All right. So I went live.
Eating my Panda Express.
Here we are. So right off the top, Andrew, I know you're a good guy. You know I don't doubt that. But I'm the one who timed you out. Nobody else timed you out. I did it because you came in hot and heavy the last one. We're not doing that. So opinions are one thing, but we're not going to come in and just like be insulting. And I don't want anybody to be insulting to you either, Andrew. And you know that. So this is Spider-Man. We're here to have some fun and just watch a movie. See, Donovan is here, and let's see. He says, "I'm officially dark on social media. No spoilers. Nothing for me." Also, last night I rewatched Tron Legacy. Such an amazing movie. Still holds up to this day. I agree, Donovan. I agree. I love
the music.
Oh my gosh.
Tron Legacy deserved more love.
What's that?
The Tron Legacy deserved more love. He didn't get a fair shake, sadly. He didn't do as well as it should have.
Nope.
It was a really good movie that deserved better.
Oh, I love that movie.
I absolutely agree. It really does deserve more love. It deserves more more attention. What's up, Laser Luke? Hey, I hope you know I wasn't trying to flex on you with your with the Twitter thing, or the Twitter thing with the TikTok thing. He has a TikTok that was like showing me all these toys, and so like I finally got mine. It took me forever to get my Tila and my Man at Arms and stuff, and so and then I found that Faker dude, and I was like, oh sweet. So I had to come back at you with and then with the giant He-Man pop vinyl. It was fun. Finally answered him. All right, guys. I'm ready to go. So we can get this.
Can you believe it, Enosh, that we're finally at the end?
I know. I can't believe it. This is what movie 3, 4, 5.
Movie number 7.
Movie 7. That's insane to me. This is the 7th movie. We've gone through 6 films.
Yeah, I do agree with Andy R in the Twitch chat. I think this might be my favorite of the Tom Holland movies. It's like neck and neck for me, but I feel like I've rewatched Far From Home more, so it's more fresh in the brain. I remember I think I might like Far From Home better. I don't know, because you saw this when it came out. I'm not sure if you feel the same way. Well, we'll get to it when we watch the movie, of course, but
yeah. So Ryan, yeah, no, you know what, I had a long day today. Sunday's always a long day, and but I'll tell you what, I had a good thing today. We at the church, we figured out some stuff. We had a meeting afterwards about like where we want to go, and we're truly going to do something different, like something that I don't think anybody's done before. We're going to do our church in more of a production style, where it incorporates more of the online thing, where it'll almost be like more of a production thing with like an audience there. So that will be a part of it, but we're going to incorporate it where we can have like a question and answer time for the church, and then also like everything else, music and everything like that. But yeah, we got some cool plans for the beginning of the year. So we're going to get through the beginning of the year, but we're totally going to change that building, like the setup of my grandmother's church and everything. And so it's going to be cool. It's going to be really, really cool. Got some great ideas. And so stay tuned for that. But yeah, Sundays are just that for me. And I'll be honest with you, towards the end of the last movie, I was starting to get like, but I'm kind of refreshed right now. I'm gonna go grab something to drink here as the movie starts, and we're gonna be good to go. So yeah, and then I'm going to bed as soon as this is done. So there you go. All right, guys.
Well, before we go to bed, though, we gotta rank them. We gotta do the official Poindexter Lounge ranking list.
Official Poindexter Lounge ranking list. So again, go over to if you haven't been one of these watch parties with us, welcome. But go over to, let's see, I gotta open my Twitch. Why did I close Twitch? I don't know why I closed Twitch. I don't like one thing I don't like about StreamYard's new thing. StreamYard used to keep all of your recordings for 2 weeks. Now you have to pay attention that they only give you 50 hours of recording time. And so that fills up fast when you're streaming.
It does, yeah. Especially especially for you because you stream for like 3 to 4 hours sometimes, or like
that fills up. So I always got to make sure that like I download stuff and it's hard to remember. All right. So here is us. Okay, so if you want to watch the film live with us tonight, you can watch it over at Twitch. And then if you have the film and you just want to hear our commentary and our thoughts as we go along, maybe watch it with a little different flair later on here on YouTube. Hey, do that. Make sure that on YouTube you give us a like and thumbs up and everything. And hey, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel because we'd love to have you around. And also, I will be monitoring the chat. So if anybody gives a super chat or anything like that, I will bring it up and we'll talk about it. There's that. So make sure you go over to twitch.tv/Poindexter Lounge and we will get this ball rolling. See, I should, let me see. Should I do this? Hold on a second. Yeah, since there's the three of us. So, hold on a second. I'm going to give us a different background. Give us the Spider-Man background. How do you like that?
Oh, okay. We're getting all fancy to end the watch party series with.
Yes, we'll give us a Spider-Man background and do that, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember. So Enosh, when was the last time you watched Far From Home? Because this came out just a couple years ago.
I've watched it once.
Really? Okay.
Yep, I've only watched it once. Okay. Yep, I watched it when it came out, and that was pretty much it. I was pretty much.
What do you remember after seeing it? Like, what do you feel about it?
I don't know, man. I feel like it was okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I honestly, I'm not a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of Jake
surprising.
Gyllenhaal.
I really like him as an actor.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. He's okay. Don't know that I liked his Mysterio. I didn't kind of like the fact of like how they made his Mysterio. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to go for a more like.
I think visually, there's some really cool stuff they did with them, especially costume wise. I think it's perfect and just like
costume wise, it's perfect. Costume wise,
and the sequence later in the film, we'll get to it. I thought was very expertly handled. Like that's always what I wanted to see with like a Mysterio, like a nightmare sequence, kind of like that.
Sure.
So.
Sure. Yeah. No. All that stuff. I'm right there with you with all that stuff. I just, like I said, I just, for me, I just don't. I don't know, man. He just doesn't do it for me. I'm not big on him on that way. Plus Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, his Mysterio. It wasn't. It was more like the camera thing and everything. Like, I don't know, man. That kind of threw me off,
I kind of liked it because, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. But, like, I feel like it worked as, like, a modernization of the character similar to Vulture. But also made him very imposing because he has that technology that can actually cause, like, damage or, like, blasts and stuff. And, like, the machine guns on the drones and stuff. I thought it worked for the context of the movie. Because the thing is, right, how are you going to make Mysterio a physical threat to Spider-Man? Well, you give him something that creates the illusions that can actually do damage, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Mysterio and that, I don't know. I don't know. I just yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It just there was something about it that just didn't really do it
Yeah.
for me. So I
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
Like I
to be
said,
fair though,
I
like
haven't seen it in a long time. Again, we're gonna do this. So I'll let you know if it changes my opinion at the end. Right now, you heard my breakdown last
yeah,
one.
the end of
Kind
the
of
last
surprise
one.
people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so it's been
I
fun
don't
by
know. I
rewatching
don't.
this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that this is gonna that watching is gonna change my.
Maybe it'll take No Way Home. Maybe that'll be the one that changes it all.
Maybe we shall see. So I'm gonna start this off, and then I gotta go. I gotta go pee when it starts.
I mean, we can take a pee break now if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do this then. I'll be back. You guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back.
All right.
All right. All right.
So all right, I'm taking over the stream now. Hello, everyone. This is
Excuse
now,
me, I'm Darkside. I'm taking over. You're rude.
Don't you have a dog? Don't you have like some homework to do?
Excuse me. No, I finished.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It was a lot to write, but
Hey, what's up? What's up, Todd Fair? Todd Fair's the chat. Where's the scene where Feige saves Spider-Man from Sony? Not in this movie. After this movie is when it fell apart that stuff happened. But thankfully, everything's good to go. Hey, Laser Luke. I think Mysterio could definitely be the sixth villain in the movie. That's certainly possible. I mean, really don't know if there will be. The rumor said there's only going to be 5 villains, but I feel like there's got to be at least one more. That'd be
no.
nice.
I know exactly who it's gonna be. It's gonna be
Darkseid?
No. It's gonna be the guy from the bus in Shang-Chi.
No, not the guy from the bus. Mr. Dickovich, the rent guy.
Yeah. Okay, that's even better. Yep. He's gonna hunt down all the Spider-Man and ask for rent.
Yeah, I do agree though. Like personally, the thing with Sam Raimi's Mysterio, and I'll tell Enosh about this when he gets back, is that Sam Raimi was just gonna have Mysterio pop up in an opening montage. He wasn't really gonna be a main threat. You really weren't gonna see Spider-Man fight Mysterio at all. Be like a quick little montage thing. This movie made Mysterio a main villain, which I appreciated more because again, you let the character actually like be a main villain versus just like a quick little side thing, Oh, come on, Landon. Come on. This ain't the worst Spider-Man movie. Listen, Landon, I love you, man, and I would never talk I'll never put you down, but like this is not the worst Spider-Man movie.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That goes
hilarious.
That goes to TASM 2 or Spider-Man 3. They are way worse than this movie, personally. But
I agree.
But yeah. But the thing with Sam Raimi's Mysterio was that they were basically going to just kind of like a quick little montage, right? This movie, they made him the main villain, which I appreciate because like Mysterio's always been one of my favorite personal Spider-Man villains. I've always wanted to see on the big screen. So instead of treating him as like a side character to throw out there and dismiss, he actually elevated to be a main villain. I feel like they found a way to make him physically imposing as well. So I like the things that, and again, Jake Gyllenhaal's such a great actor, at least in my opinion, to where I quite liked what he did with this character.
Yeah, so, he's a great actor.
What are you
eating?
I think
he did it well. I'm eating Panda Express.
You want to share some?
Come over.
Oh, what you get? What you get from Panda?
All right. I got a little Beijing beef up in here. I got chow mein noodles and some orange chicken.
Oh man, Slade and friends. I am so sorry to hear that, dude. Like seriously, everyone, in all seriousness, please pray for Kentucky and some of those southern states in the United States, especially.
Yeah.
Because the tornado damage has been just so bad, and again, my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody who's been affected by that, including you, Slade and friends. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're safe, and I hope everyone around you, your friends and your family in the area, they're okay too. So. Yeah, prayers up, please, for everyone.
For sure.
Laser Luke, Enoch is not sleeping. When they go take a bathroom break, then we'll start the movie.
He had to take a pee-pee. Fifi had to take a pee-pee.
Let's see.
Do you got any snacks, RJ?
It's got my water and Oreos. I still haven't finished.
I'm stacked. I got a huge bottle of, or my canteen filled up with water. I got a whole plate of my Panda Express, and then I have some Lay's potato chips with some Dean's dip on deck.
See, Landon, I just don't agree with that, man. Mysterio is a villain. He ain't no Stark Tech drones. He's still the bad guy. I don't know.
Oh, this is funny.
And there, listen, no, the Spider-Man villains are not Iron Man villains. Again, I personally view it as the connection to Tony Stark from Mysterio's side kind of echoes the themes of the movie, right? It's about the legacy of Tony Stark and whether Spider-Man feels he should try to emulate that and live up to that, where he actually decides, no, even though he's gone, I need to be my own hero. That's kind of the whole thing with that. That's personally what I feel about that. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Unknown Gamer. Yeah, tornadoes are crazy.
Yeah, I hate tornadoes.
But yeah, like I said, I think the Iron Man stuff, like the criticisms, I think are a little overdone personally for my taste. Which, I mean, everyone's allowed to have their opinion. I just don't agree with some of the things some say about it. Anthony on the Twitch stream says Spider-Man 3 is the worst Spider-Man movie. It's not great. I still don't think it's the worst. I mean, TASM 2 is some pretty bad stuff. Some really, really bad stuff. I mean, it's got some good stuff too. It's not horrible, but there's some really bad stuff in TASM 2.
Agreed.
Well, Anthony, I can't say whether Michael Keaton's Vulture is better than Sam Raimi's Vulture because we never got to see Sam Raimi's Vulture. I mean, we have rough concept art ideas. I'll say I really liked the Vulture we got in Homecoming. I very much liked that version that we got. So, personally speaking, for me, I quite enjoyed and probably would have preferred the Michael Keaton version based on what we know. But see Landon, and he's not Iron Man Jr. though. He is not Iron Man Jr. That is a phrase that must be tossed into the fire and be burnt at the stake.
I'm just enjoying the show here. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I fundamentally disagree with the Iron Boy Jr. Moniker. Just me personally, of course. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. I'm saying, personally speaking, I think calling him Iron Boy Jr. does a disservice to the character arc that he's going through. The whole point of these movies is that he's not Iron Man and he's learning to stand on his own as a hero. Right?
Mm-hmm. But
let's see.
But prove me how is Mysterio Spider-Man's villain? It's more or less Iron Man's.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, Mysterio is enacting his plan because of what Tony Stark did to him, absolutely. But at the end of the day, Spider-Man is still the one opposing him, and he's still the one getting involved because he has that relationship with them where he trusted him, and Mysterio betrayed him. That is still ultimately the cause of their friction together. Sure, the motivation is not directly tied to Peter Parker per se, but he is involved because he's part of Tony's legacy in the sense that he passed the Ether classes to Peter for a reason. So ultimately, again, that kind of just plays a role in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw some things about the Batman, Anthony. I can't talk about it, though, for reasons I can't get into, but I do know some things about that movie. But I cannot talk about it whatsoever. I'm under strict guidelines not to discuss anything in regards to that. So
yeah, WB has his house being watched at the moment.
Probably, because I know some things about that movie that I am not allowed to talk about. So well, hello, Matt.
So cool.
Matt Jarbo's in the chat saying Far From Home is better than Homecoming. See, I debate that personally. For me, it's like really neck and neck. I think I prefer Far From Home overall because I think Mysterio's a really solid villain, and I like the chemistry between Zendaya and Tom Holland. I think they have a really interesting relationship.
I agree with Matt's take.
Yeah. So it's tough. It's tough. But like I very much like both movies.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Um,
they're both good, but I honestly prefer Far From Home. We know I'm true. We know.
yeah, like I said, it's tough for me to pick between Homecoming and Far From Home. I very much enjoy both. I think No Way Home is going to be the best movie of the trilogy, though. That's just,
Oh, for sure.
that's my prediction. I can't confirm that. I just have a feeling it's going to be the best of the trilogy. Hopefully, at least.
Yeah.
So without Iron Man, Pixel Beat. I hope I said that right, or Pix Beat. So without Iron Man, we would be here right now talking about MCU Spidey. Sucks that the character's a copycat. Another MCU boner moment for me. Spidey is the only character, of course, Iron Man for some crazy reason. Well, I think in the parameters of the story they set up because, again, they didn't have a Reed Richards. Because I've said this before, if Marvel had the rights to the Fantastic Four, he would have been a Fantastic Four adjacent character, not an Iron Man adjacent character. But it's just the way it works out. And I agree with Matt as well. Where he says Tom Holland is my favorite Spider-Man. I'm very hopeful that we see many more appearances.
Got a new trilogy.
I very much enjoy Tom Holland. It's very tough for me to pick a personal favorite Spider-Man actor because I have so much nostalgia for Tobey Maguire, especially because that's the one I grew up with. I've liked all three actors. I don't think any of them have been bad, right? But personally, I very much enjoy Tom Holland. I think, because I was talking to Enosh about this, and I think the interesting thing is that he's going to be the actor that's played Spider-Man the longest out of any actor. So for many generations, and for many of this current generation and many Spider-Man fans going forward, he's really going to be the definitive live-action Peter Parker, just in terms of the storylines they get to and like the length of stories they get to tell with him. So
yeah.
Hi, Enosh.
That was the longest piss ever.
Well, you know what? So I got some stuff. So I'm ready. I got my my whipped cream here, so I can do some whippets. Got some pistachios and stuff for that.
Nuts.
And just in case the movie gets a little long in the tooth, I got a whole new thermos of coffee. So I'm good to go.
Awesome.
I'm good to go. Landon.
Yeah, me and Landon were having a talk of the checks. He's like, this is, Landon thinks this is the worst Spider-Man movie, and I just fundamentally disagree.
I don't know. I got to rewatch it. I'm not saying it's necessarily worse than.
Dude, come on, Spider-Man 3, TASM 2. There's no way. There's no way it's worse than those.
I don't know that it's worse. I don't know. Landon's not wrong though. He says, "Yeah, I'm No Way Home. I think he will become." He's Iron Boy Jr.
He's not Iron Boy Jr. That is the worst moniker. I hate that so much.
Okay, tell me the 16-year-old is wrong when he says that this Spider-Man lives in Iron Man's shadow.
I'm not going to tell Landon he's wrong. It's his opinion.
Okay, yeah, but he's right. But that's the thing.
Doesn't he say that in like the film?
But Enosh, the whole point of these,
right.
Enosh, the whole point of his character arc and his introduction is moving away from that. How can you say he lives in the shadow when the whole point is that he doesn't want to? That's why I get confused by it.
He still does.
He doesn't though.
He does. He does. Everything that's about him, dude, is all because of Stark Tech, Stark Industries, Tony Stark himself. Like seriously, he's not even involved in this if it's not for Tony Stark, because Tony Stark drags him into the.
Well, again, that's because it's a cinematic universe. They had to find a character to plug him in.
I know.
So.
I get it. I'm not. You know, man.
Uncle
I've never said that I don't get it. I just disagree with how they did it. Like they could have brought him in without having to be such a mentor and such like a. Just everything for like, and just give him everything. I gotta say, like it. I'm noticing it actually watching this more now, and that is, I mean, just watching now how he got his suit. Even, you know, Landon's absolutely right. Like he got his suit that way. They literally, it was part of the storyline in the last movie that we just watched. That like. Are you Spider-Man because of the suit that you got or not? And I'll be honest with you, the heart of Spider-Man might have showed up at the end there, but the honest to God truth is he still had to get the suit back. He didn't go out with his own made home. You know what would have been a great trade-off right there is if he would have said, you know what, you're right, Tony. I don't need the Stark Industries tech. I don't need a suit that has all these mechanical gizmos and stuff in it. I'm going to make my own suit and go. Oh, Matt, whatever. It is not. It is absolutely not. It is making a comment. It's making a comment based on the fact that he lives as a superhero now. Not the kid. I'm not shaming the kid for finding a father figure. And neither is my son. I think it's funny that you're saying that when you're literally talking to a father and son who share an opinion. But it is. He's living in that shadow because this Spider-Man, again, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that like when people try to tell me, well, this is a, accurate version, not really, because he's not motivated by Uncle Ben at all that we've seen. That is not the focus of this Spider-Man at all. Or the moniker that his Uncle Ben gave him, or the things that Uncle Ben instilled in him. He doesn't even talk about Uncle Ben.
Well,
he found Iron Man, which is fine, Tony Stark. But the reality is that
well, he's mentioned Uncle Ben. He just hasn't used the name, which I think is might be the sticking point. He's brought him up, just not without using the name.
But again, this Peter Parker. I'm not saying that he's not brilliant. He came up with the web fluid, whatever. But how many things did we just watch in that last movie came a whole lot easier for him than would have came for Garfield or for Toby as characters, not as actors, or whatever, but like in their world, right? If Toby and Garfield had access to what Tom Holland has, it's just much easier. It's just much easier. Basically, he's given a super suit on top of what he has.
But just to push back on this for a second, though, because I understand what you're saying, but couldn't it also be argued, though, that given the parameters of the universe he exists in, even though he has the technology, the threats in that universe and just abroad, thanks to the way it's constructed, are greater than that suit would even allow him to fight against, if that makes sense? Where it's like, even like with that suit, it still feels like the villains of what he's going up against are still grander in scale, to where it's not exactly like he's still facing physical and emotional challenges even with that technology. Because
what villains has he faced that he had to have that suit for?
Mysterio
doesn't have superpowers.
He doesn't, but he almost died.
He has cameras.
Still, he almost died.
He doesn't have to have that, but he doesn't have to have that suit to beat Mysterio. Doesn't need the suits. He doesn't need the power suits to beat Mysterio. You're talking about a threat. Like, literally, Mysterio comes in with cameras and special effects, movie tricks. Spider-Man should be able to outsmart that. Because in the comics and in other things, Spider-Man has actually been able to outsmart a super-powered Mysterio.
No, I understand. It depends on the version of Mysterio you're going for, right? Because sometimes he's an actual magician, sometimes he's not. It depends on the version, of course.
I'm just saying. But in those versions, he's actually outsmarted and beaten an actual superpower.
Was he a teenager or an adult, though? Because that is kind of a big discrepancy.
I don't know. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't hate it.
No. I'm not trying to argue.
I don't hate it. It is the story that they're telling. But at the end of the day, I just don't think that I think that, dude, Matt Jarbo, listen, you come in here with your goalpost moving and all this stuff. We're literally having a conversation about freaking Spider-Man here. Nobody's arguing over whatever is definitive. It's like I said, I like it. I feel, and I'm not the only one, man. Nobody's moving goalposts. Name a goalpost that I moved. Who moved what goalpost? Where was the goalpost set up?
I would like to move the goalpost to play some soccer.
Nobody moved a goalpost, though. Nobody moved a goalpost. I have said the same thing, dude. RJ, how many times have we had this conversation in watching 7 movies?
Pretty much every single time.
right?
I've been using Spider-Man 3 all the
changed?
time.
Have I changed the parameters of anything I've said from time to time, or have I pretty much remained consistent to say, look, I like it, but I feel that this Spider-Man has been given too much technology to overcome his issues instead of having to work it out himself. I haven't moved the goalpost anywhere. The goalpost is drilled, Matt. It is inserted deep.
It's cemented into the ground.
Deep. It's cemented into the ground, bro. Just because you don't agree with me doesn't mean that the goalpost has been moved. Just because you like it, let me just put it this way. You're letting your emotion dictate your attitude towards this. I like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I don't have a problem with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This is not some emotional rant. This is not something like that. This is simply, I like it. These are the problems that I have with it. I just said, even just when we watched the last movie, didn't I, RJ? I was shocked actually watching these movies in succession that I'm finding that Andrew Garfield is my favorite, because he's the only Spider-Man that it seems has had to like really overcome like major stuff. I mean, he you know, like, and I even said when we watched Toby, right, that I actually, you know, I like the organic web, you know, the organic webs. But look at Maguire, man. He had to make his own webs. He had to figure out his own stuff. He was figuring out the relationship stuff. He was dealing with death of Gwen's father, who had made him promise not to get Gwen involved.
You mean
and his
if we had gotten a part 3 on that, he would have had to have been dealing with Gwen's death. Right? I mean, you know, like, those are all things like, but he didn't have anybody give him technology or give him a super suit. Like, neither Spider-Man before Tom Holland had a super suit that had special effects and, you know, drying capabilities if you got dumped in the river, you know what I mean? Or any, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's fine. It's a fine take on Spider-Man. Some of the stuff, some of the tech he got later on in the story, like in the comics and stuff like that, as far as like the Iron Spider suit and all that stuff, that's fine. It's just weird to see it when he's still a teenager and not even out of high school. And he hasn't, honestly, look at his rogues gallery. Who has he fought? He fought Mysterio and he fought Vulture. Right? We're getting this movie now where he's fighting the versions of his major characters. He's fighting them all at once.
Which I'm very interested.
That's why he's probably going to need a couple more Spider-Men, you know, to come in and do it.
Show them how it's done.
They're also
and honestly, I hope
that
they don't ruin the whole thing by Toby and Andrew come in and they give them, you know, Stark suits as well, you know, and so like everybody's superpowered now running around, you know, like superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nobody wants that. They want to see them in the classic outfit instead.
That's one of the appeals. If you ask me about Spider-Man, why do I like Spider-Man? One of the appeals about Spider-Man is he is an everyman. He's an everyman. The only difference is he got bit by a spider. And it gave him some powers. It gave him the power to be able to walk up walls, right? It gave him the power to be able to, heal or whatever, or have he does have super strength. We talked about that. Like a lot of times we don't see that, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, he can catch a car, you know what I mean? Like, we don't see that a lot. Or like in the last movie that we just saw, like where he lifted himself out of, you know, the rubble and everything, you know? It's just interesting because he comes across as an everyman, you know, like he's a normal kid. He's a kid, you know, and that's the beauty of some of the things that he gets later on in life, is that by the time he's gotten there, he's got a level head to know how to use those things. It seems very random that, like, and I understand why they did it, because it was the part of the story that they had to bring Peter Parker into in the MCU. He wasn't able to be there at the beginning, you know? And so he's that. So they had to throw him right in the middle of a cosmic, you know, ordeal Thanos and and everybody. And so there's nothing wrong with the story. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just my take, and I know some other people's take too. That like to me, I'd like to see Tom Holland Spider-Man have to deal with just like having a suit that gets ripped and torn, and you know what I mean.
I think you're getting that in this movie, or not this movie, but the next No Way Home. So I don't know. Like I said, I just have some fundamental disagreements in the way some people like talk about it and just some of the points people make, but that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Everyone's got their own take on stuff, and that's it is what it is.
And look, I get it. Saying Iron Boy Jr., right, is derogatory. Okay.
Well, it's derogatory. It is insulting. It is meant to be an insulting
I'll give you that.
term.
I'll give you that. But if I give you that, I think that there has to be some kind of admittance that this Peter Parker relies a way too much on that technology, and thinking that technology is super cool, and everybody around him thinks that that's cool, and I honestly feel that it's hindered him from having to do it himself. And Peter Parker should be able to do it himself. Peter Parker usually works alone. You know what I mean? He doesn't usually have to have all that. So that's all. Like I said, I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off here and go landline because I think I'm glitching. The world is a little hard.
Yeah, a little bit.
This helps a little bit. Anyway, that's all. Like, but it's Spider-Man, like,
Spider-Man,
but like, look, if we're, I'm not going to get into stuff about moving goalposts and, this isn't debate night. I mean, this isn't, you know what I mean? Like, I love Matt Jarbo, but like Matt Jarbo lives in that world, man, where he's like, goalpost moving and all that stuff. Like, that's not what this is. It's not what this is at all. I love Matt, but I've said this. I've been saying the same thing every episode of this watch party, man. Like, and RJ's been saying the same thing, and I think that we've been very respectful of each other.
Yeah.
And so that's it. So okay, so hopefully you all are over at Twitch and you're ready to go, and we're gonna watch this movie.
The final movie.
Be there or be square.
All right, let me pull up Voodoo here. Okay, so again, if you're watching this on the replay, you just got 30 minutes of us talking.
Yep, enjoy.
But we're gonna watch the film. We'll do a countdown for it, and you can hear our commentary as we go through the film. Otherwise, over on Twitch, you'll be able to watch it with us. We'll go 3, 2, 1, play. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Hyped.
What was it? A Disney film? Oh no, it's a Sony film.
Sony? Don't they make PlayStations?
They do.
No, but they make TVs. Get it right.
Oh, that's right.
They make Walkmans.
Oh, yep. Thank you,
Spoilers, Gwen dies.
And there's Annette
Her
Bening.
back breaks.
Annette Benning's there. Lovely Annette Bening.
Yeah, Annette Bening. Hi, Annette.
Annette Bening, a
Sony company.
Annette Bening.
It's the Columbia lady.
It's a statue of Annette Bening.
Yeah.
I don't know, James. Let me see if I saw your comment. Enosh, you would have been happy if Andrew Garfield would have been on MCU. You would call it a masterpiece Spider-Man. James, I don't know about that. I don't know if I would have. It would have been interesting to see if Andrew Garfield had been incorporated, but I don't know that it would have been perfect. I don't know what the answer to that would have been, actually. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I really don't feel that strongly about it. I mean, you get that, RA, right?
No, you get what you're saying. Absolutely.
That like I don't feel that strongly about like any of them. It's just weird.
Is it glitchy?
I'm Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
It's Whitney Houston.
I don't think it's quite how everybody expected that to begin. I do love when Spider-Man first showed up though in Civil War. Oh yeah. Do it, whippets.
In memoriam.
With you.
I love how this is like made like Apple movies. iMovie.
Look at the watermark for Getty.
Better watch it. John Campio watermarked this thing.
Oh man.
Wait, Iron Man died? What?
Spoiler. Please don't tell me TW's here.
That'd be terrifying.
I love the boom mic at the top.
Yeah.
Phase 4.
By the way, this is like a grown man plan for like asking someone to marry you, not like high school. Like, will you go out with me?
Listen,
Hey,
when you're in high
listen,
school, you
you're-
overthink things.
Yeah,
alright?
you
Yeah, but
overthink
this is like
Serious
way over the top, overthinking for a high school thing, don't you think?
Nah.
God, he's so annoying.
Wait, you don't like Ned? That's all.
No, I like Ned, but like if he was my friend, I'd be like slapping the kid in the face,
Okay, that's understandable.
trying to tell everybody that I'm Spider-Man, and I try to tell him I have a plan to ask MJ to go out with me, and he's
Yay!
such a kid.
I do like this style. They're incorporating like May being like a because in the comic she like has like feasts and all that and the charity stuff.
So how does that work? You just think it?
You
just
push you squeeze your butt really tight, and the button goes off.
No, I'm being serious. Like, how does that work? Do you just think mask? Like,
I honestly don't know. I would have to ask the people who made this.
I mean, I'm really not trying to be facetious here. I'm honestly asking, like, how does that work? Because like he literally just turned around, turned it off, and turned it back on, and like there was like in like one movement. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Monkey Jeebus is probably right. It's probably AI.
What is it?
The Twitch chat, he said it's the AI helps him. It probably is AI.
That's crazy. In my headphones, like I can hear that way over in the right. The phone buzzing. That was weird. What's up, Grigsby? No, Anthony Belcher. I'm just. I get it. It's the suit. I'm not. I'm just asking, like, how the mask thing works. Does he just think it? Like, I mean, it's stuff like that though. That's why you hear the Iron Man Junior stuff, because even in here they're acknowledging like his place with Iron Man and like his connection with Iron Man in this world. He's very connected with
Yeah.
Iron Man. I mean,
Well,
he
I
really
mean,
doesn't stand on his own.
the world is looking for like the next top hero. Because remember, like Iron Man at this point is almost like a deity figure at this point. You know, he saved the whole
Yeah.
universe.
Well, but we
So
even talked about this
it's
last
like
movie
the world,
though.
yeah.
We even talked about this last movie that really these movies don't stand on their own, right? So it's interesting. It's interesting. That's all. I mean, to me, he looks like Peter Parker. Oh, spider senses didn't help.
He actually develops it in this movie.
Yeah. Who popped in? What's up, Cade? Yeah, Star-Lord had a mask, but he had a button that he pushed, though. That's why I was asking, because he had a button that he pushed, and the mask came down. Andrew, stop it, bro. You ain't seeing through nobody's lies. Ain't nobody lying about Spider-Man. Seriously, man. Ain't nobody in here lying about Spider-Man. They just like what they like. Let it go, dude. I don't want to have to time you out again. Oh, okay, got J Money. That's fine. I was just saying, yeah, he did have that, so that's funny. Actually, Andrew, friends give you warnings. I love you, man, but I will time you out if it keeps going. I'm serious, man. You are a friend, and I don't want to have to. But dude, it's just Spider-Man. It's literally just a character. It ain't worth all that. Nobody's in here lying or doing any of that stuff, man. You don't need to see through anybody's lies because ain't nobody lying about what they just like. That's all I'm saying. Aquaman. What's up, Cherie? Andrew, you're fine, dude. Just chill. You just come in really hot on everybody else. You got to expect that you're going to get pushback. Dude, just be respectful. That's all I'm asking. That's all anybody's asking, man. Just be respectful of everybody else. And you know I've defended you and told everybody to be respectful of you as well. I don't put up with anybody going off on you or making fun of you, and I won't. But I, at the same token, I don't want you picking fights with people, dude. Just be chill.
Oh my.
Ring my bell. Ring my
Ring my
bell.
bells. My bells.
This scene is really loud.
Mysterio, an interdimensional warrior.
With green farts.
Comes
Hmm.
comes green energy.
With great burrito comes great flatulence.
That's the next movie, Aunt May. Jeez.
Get with the times, mom jeans. I will say I like this movie. The big guys getting the girls. Nice. Nice. Mm-hmm. Ned getting the cute blonde. Happy getting Aunt May. Oh, yeah. About time big guys represent.
How is he Iron Man and Thor rolled into one? Such a stupid comment. He uses magic.
Babe.
They're so cringy. It's amazing.
They did get together pretty quick.
Oh, I know. That's why it's so funny. No, what happened? What happened to his true cobbler? Mace Windu. Oh, or Nick Fury.
They shot this scene in reshoots because Sam was busy. I know. He doesn't realize that he's passed out in a way that nobody should be passed out in.
I love how the music picks right back up.
Yeah. I thought that was funny.
One too many.
See? Well, it's not really spandex, is it? Or is it?
Nerd.
Monkey Jeebus. Nick Fury drugged kids confirmed. You come see my van. Well, Andrew, you need to stop taking it personally and know you're not the bad guy. I just said that I have defended you to several people and told them not to try to trigger you and go off on you. In the same respect, you need to be respectful of everybody else too. You're not the bad guy. Nobody's the bad guy here. We're just saying everybody needs to chill. Don't take things personal. It's just Spider-Man, dude. Andrew, I respect you too, bro. I love you, man. I'm glad you're here. You know that. I've defended you against Andy's ignore even, for God's sake. So.
Don't fuck her name. See, but look what he said, though. Technically, him going to space, Enosh, was an accident. He didn't really want to go to space, but it was an accident.
But he did.
I know, but I'm just saying it was an accident. He didn't really want to. He wants to still be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Anthony says, Enosh, did you hate that it wasn't the real Nick Fury?
No, because I feel like it works because the real Nick Fury would make mistakes like he does in this movie.
That's true. No, you're right. That was one of the things.
If this was the real Nick Fury, that'd be bad writing. Yeah.
No, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, and you know what? You're absolutely right, because that was one of the things I remember watching this movie in the theater and thinking to myself, "Good Lord." Like,
why is Nick Fury so dumb?
Yeah, why is Nick Fury such an idiot in this movie? You know, like
it's like it's because
I was like, man, they totally disrespected Nick Fury, and then so.
Yes, yeah, it's not Nick Fury this entire movie.
Nope.
Yeah, every Nick Fury scene in this movie is not the real him. He's up in space.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I will say, I don't know if you guys agree. I like though that like this movie actually lets Spider-Man like run around in areas they haven't seen before. Like I do
Yeah.
like how it's a European trip kind of movie. It's a little different, you know, it mixes up the setting.
National Lampoon's Spider-Man Vacation.
I would watch that movie. I would totally watch that.
If a Ferrari pulls up next to the bus. See? For the next Tony Stark. If that's not Iron Man Jr., I don't know what is. I don't know.
So he made he for me? No. He's not supposed to be the next Tony Stark. That scene just proves it. You're wrong, Enosh. Even death.
They all took pictures with the same background?
Yes.
All right.
I don't
Just
know.
asking. Just asking. I forgot about World Picture Day, where everybody went and got their picture with a gray background. It was probably
What?
after the blip. Y'all had to register. Okay. The safe word is pineapple. Take off your clothes and assume the position.
Take off your clothes.
We will need to install a tracker in you rectally.
So I'm gonna
What?
be.
You don't
I'm gonna
have
be.
to.
Nah, he's just a douche. That's the whole thing. He's a douche, man. That's the biggest douche move you can make.
Well, hold on though. If you liked a girl and you thought that the guy who was trying to get with her was like literally just having a fling like with some random chick at a thing, you're gonna tell me that you wouldn't tell her that?
No, I understand it. It's still a douche move, though.
Maybe. Or is it protecting the girl?
Well, he's doing it even though he knows that Peter isn't like that, though, is the problem.
Oh no.
Release the drone!
and everybody died.
Right?
Jimbo's trying to stay busy getting Franco'd. Yeah, you are being rude. That's stupid. I don't know about you, but I'm home. Psyche, be quiet. But does Talos know that?
You do suck. I'm starting to think Mysterio isn't a good guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm getting a bad feeling about him. Yeah.
Nick could have killed Ned drugging him.
Yeah.
Shidoko says if the sexes were swapped, then that scene wouldn't have been acceptable. That scene shouldn't have been in the movie. What scene are we talking about?
The take off your clothes.
Oh,
Because it's like a grown
Yeah.
woman
Yeah,
asking a teenager to take off his clothes.
yeah, I guess.
We do?
Yeah, I mean he's underage, right? So
Yeah.
dang, chick.
At least this chemistry is better than Dunstan McGuire.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because I'll say this, that I would say Andrew and Emma had the best chemistry out of both Peter and love interest, and then they had the second best. Because you kind of felt like they were like at least had knowledge of each other.
thank you, Andrew. That's a good question. If Tony made Edith before he died, why didn't he use Edith during the final battle in Endgame?
See, that's a great like classic kind of Spider-Man moment where it's like he's sacrificing a normal life and his friendships with people to be responsible and do what he needs to do. I do like that.
Yeah, and people say that he doesn't do it. I'm like, he does it in Homecoming, he does in this.
Trending today on Twitter, Emma Stone. I like to think that we had something to do with that.
You probably did.
Also, right below her. Well, not below her, but like on the list, he actually has more tweets.
Below her?
Zack Snyder.
Wow, Zack Snyder and
Again.
Emma Stone.
It's a day ending in Y. He has more tweets than her, but how did they determine trending? Like, how many tweets does it take?
I know. Far from home
It's
is trending
Doomsday.
for me.
So Spider-Man can't be seen in Europe. So what
But
do they
Night
do?
Monkey can.
They make a black Spider-Man suit. All right. The power of water, fire, and flatulence. Mysterio better be careful with all that flatulence, like near that fire, because it might like blow up. Methane ain't nothing to play with.
The greatest of all time, Night Monkey. The best name in superhero fiction ever.
Night Monkey?
Yeah, man. It's all about the Night Monkey.
I thought that was your nickname.
Only certain people call me that.
What just happened? Enosh froze. Everyone froze. Frozen. Frozen.
Okay.
Oh,
Voodoo is thinking. Come on, Voodoo. Come on, baby. Let's see what's going on here. I think it happened once in one of the films. Let's hit refresh. There we go.
it's all Jimbo's fault.
And we're back. Night Monkey with all the powers of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just in a black suit.
He's too powerful.
And look at what Mysterio does. He snaps. See? Snaps.
Oh, yeah, he does snap. I didn't even notice that.
Yep. That's more ways how he convinces Peter.
What's he do?
He snaps fingers. That's like a little nod to like the Tony Stark stuff. I've seen this movie so many times. I never noticed he did that.
I noticed it the second time I watched it. Jimbo, don't be like me. Jimbo's trying to copy me. Wow. I'm sorry, Jimbo.
It's an interesting theory about Venom. Did you see that? It's making its way around on Comic Book Resource. Did you see that, RJ? Did he step away? You still here, RJ? You doing,
RJ is gone. He died.
RJ has left the building. Basically, that how Venom says that like all the symbiotes across like the multiverse and everything, like they all share a
hive mind.
What if Venom remembers dying in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3? And that's why he hates Peter Parker. It's a good theory. Mm-hmm. Why would that be garbage, Anthony? I mean, that like they literally kind of set that up where it says that all the symbiotes share a hive mind. If he remembers that another Venom, yeah, I mean,
Venom, Venom, Venom. It makes perfect sense.
No one in there knows what he's wearing and who he is.
Yeah, he's not wearing a Spider-Man outfit, so no one really is going to care. No.
Yeah, he's just wearing a regular agent outfit.
Plus, they don't speak English, so that also helps.
I mean, technically, we'll find out that they are fake. So, also realize that all these medals and all these memorabilia of like a war hero in the background to eye level to Peter Parker. Team, yeah. I also don't think his name is Quentin Beck.
hold on a second. Why does he kind of look like Andy Signore there?
Stop. No.
Kind of looks like thinner, better looking Andy Signore.
Oh man.
And just as deceptive. Manipulating. RJ, did you hear the thing, the Venom idea? Did RJ disappear again?
Yeah. But this whole scene, was about Tony Stark, how Tony Stark gave it to Peter to give it to someone else, and that someone else he thought was Quentin / Mysterio. That's just what this whole scene's about.
Well, it's also kind of the whole thing too, where it's like he's trying to forego his responsibility because he's so desperate just to have a moment of normality in his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like, but like this whole thing where he's like, oh, he just gives it up. I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point of the scene, that he's just giving it up. Like,
Anyways, RJ,
Yes.
there's a new comic book resources article out about Venom. Did you see that?
No, I did not. What's
It
about?
it talks about one of the possible ways that that Venom could be connected in Spider-Man, because you know how at the end, like he tells Eddie Brock that like all the symbiotes are connected all across the
It's a
universe
hive
and the
mind,
galaxies and the hive mind and everything. So what if this Venom remembers the memories of Venom from Spider-Man 3?
That's certainly a possibility, although didn't that movie establish though that it all burnt away? All the symbiote burned away?
That what?
Unless like part of it like survived. Oh, I thought that in Spider-Man 3, all the symbiote in that movie died. It got burnt up by the pumpkin bomb.
Yeah, but the thing is that if they're a hive mind and they all share a mind,
Oh,
this
so even if it
Venom
died, it doesn't matter. Okay.
could remember that and understand that it was Spider-Man.
Ah, okay.
I actually like that idea. And Anthony Beltre, I'm not talking about the validity of Spider-Man 3, because I don't like Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man 3 is still, I mean, it's going to exist
In the MCU, technically.
in this world. So
yeah. By the way,
to me, that makes it makes it better.
I love that they called back to Civil War in that opening sequence.
but
Like
how the difference between this,
include a Mysterio element.
yeah, the difference between that scene and the scene that was in this is that they actually applaud.
And they brought back the guy from Iron Man 1. I can't believe they brought back the guy from Iron Man 1. I mean, holy bejeebus.
But why would they hand it to some Stark employees? What?
Well, they're making a point, though, that Tony Stark was irresponsible.
But I understand the Defense Department part, but I don't understand the.
Well,
whole,
I like the way this is executed, though. Actually, the idea of like manipulating the media and other heroes to basically like get these common people involved. Plus, I actually kind of, it is interesting that Mysterio is like a team effort too, where it's like a crew of people, like almost like a movie set. I think that's a nice little callback as well to like kind of like the idea of like Mysterio working in the film industry. It's like got a whole team of like costume designers and VFX artists working on it with them.
Right. I still don't believe the whole fact that he worked for Stark, honestly. I think he's just using their anger against him, like against Stark, to
It's
I think
always
his
like,
brother's brother voodoo, honestly.
Nice.
Ooh, 5 minutes. When Zendaya wants to meet you outside in 5 minutes, you meet her outside in 5 minutes. Who cares? I'm just hanging out with my BFF / my crush. You know who would be a really cool Spider-Man?
who?
Andrew Garfield.
You know who would be a great Spider-Man? Andrew Garfield.
I mean,
Your mom. Because she'd be wearing a mask. Oh.
no, that's not what he's gonna say. I've been watching you.
Every step you take, I will watch you go.
At night, I think of you.
Maybe he is a male escort. Stop judging him.
I know. Don't judge sex workers.
The goat, the night monkey.
The news never lies. Oh,
Brought
boy.
to you by CNN.
Brought to you by Fox News. I am Spider-Man.
He's a
You
spider
know?
monkey.
Oh my god. Because,
That's so hurtful.
well, we all know she wasn't just watching him because he was Spider-Man.
I'm a Spider-Man, you tell me. I'm so sure that you're Spider-Man that I'm going to throw myself into Niagara Falls. And if you're Spider-Man, you'll save me.
I love you suck in the YouTube chat. Wait, Peter is Spider-Man?
Right.
I know. I thought it was Flash this whole time.
I thought it was Ned. I thought Ned was Spider-Man.
Honestly, I actually thought it was Betty Brant. See, this MJ's smart.
Villain rant.
Oh my god.
So it's
Oh,
all your
Mr. Ryu
fault, A
got
Christmas
RJ.
Story, kid.
Mr. Ryu got RJ.
Free Britney is another song. See, they're gonna sing it with
Oh
me.
no! Stop!
No.
No.
It's a mystery. Free Britney.
Oh, everyone's assuming. Oh, Enosh didn't like that scene. It's like, look at his face. Look into his eyes.
I was fine with that scene. I was literally eating some whipped cream.
If he eats whipped cream during a scene,
Ooh,
you
MJ's
know,
trying to
doesn't
get a
like
sneaky
it.
sneak. MJ was trying to get a sneaky sneak.
Hold on.
Huh?
that's kind of a stretch.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is correct, Sean. That the guy from Iron Man 1 and the guy with the glasses, he is Ralph from A Christmas Story.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, it's Ralphie. It's Ralphie.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
That guy with the
lying.
glasses, he's a friend.
The bald head?
Yeah, he's a friend of Jon Favreau. That's why he was cast in the first Iron Man. He's Ralphie. Yeah, it's the kid from A Christmas Story.
That's crazy. He looks so
As Perry
different.
White said in Superman 2, I don't believe you. I'm just messing.
Yeah, RJ's lying. You glue it right now?
Black suit Spider-Man. Black suit Spider-Man. What's up, Sean? Good to see you, bro.
Night monkey. Like,
But
why is she
that
scared
caught
of
on quick, didn't it?
Night monkey. Oh no.
Night monkey like caught on really quick for some reason out of the blue.
Well, he's all over the news.
Is he?
Well, yeah, because the news has been reporting on Mysterio. That's why he's doing what he's doing. He's getting the media attention.
Seatbelts. You're fake news.
This is true.
Get Emma stoned, Jimbo.
Nope.
Spider Sense.
Best part of the movie. Best part of the movie. I love the scene. That too. I did love that scene too. This is great though.
Oh.
Spider-Man Matrix crossover verified.
God, this scene is so cool. I love this so much. This is like I told you this earlier. Like that's everything I could ever wanted for like a Mysterio Spider-Man fight, like the illusions.
Oh yeah,
Like it's
for
just
sure.
it's
For
great.
sure.
It's perfect. Especially
sure.
for
I
like you said,
absolutely
Mysterio
agree.
versus-
It's like the scene from The Last Jedi with Rey.
Oh yeah, it kind of is.
Cap's dead. Iron Man's dead. Fun fact. That said Benjamin Parker actually. Hawkeye.
You will go to the Dagobah system, and there you will hear from Yoda.
Mysterio is a child murderer.
Ouch, dude. That impact, man. That's horrible.
I mean, he does have super strength and super healing. So dead. Peter Parker died.
Just cut to credits.
I know.
And it's done. Spider-Man. He went home to be with the Lord.
Spider-Man, straight way to home.
With
No,
the
straight
Lord.
away to heaven. Yes, Bradley.
Has everyone been to the
Octopus.
Netherlands before? People usually this nice.
Whoa. Yeah. I like how they just close it back. Spider monkey.
Sploekabankedik.
Buka apocalyptic.
Sploekabankedik.
Right. RJ. I know. All that pollen in your
All those
face.
pores
Oh,
out.
I'll be sick. I'll be like, achoo, achoo. I know. Not funny, Jimbo. Not funny. Oh, Peter, you be watching the
What the hell is?
porn.
What kind of videos is Peter watching? He's alone. What the hell?
He needs to release his web shooter.
Hmm.
You still have the stitches and the needle in your back, dude.
Right.
Just saying.
Things you don't think of, right? Like
Yeah.
it's still hanging from his back right now.
I just realized that. I'm like, hold up. We all do.
Yeah, Uncle Ben was a treasure. Who?
Who?
Oh,
Wait, who?
stop.
And by the way, that was Peter saying who, not Happy.
Oh my god. No, you're not Iron Man. You're Spider-Man.
Spider Bill, Spider Bill.
It's like he was a mess. I know what a mess is.
Not anymore, you do suck. Not anymore.
He does exist.
You know who doesn't exist? I was gonna say. Kick his ass. Oh my god, the head of security. Oh. I love this scene. Making his own suit.
By the
We got-
way, guess what he does?
We got an extra
guess
suit
what,
in the bathroom.
Guess what he does in the scene? He
What?
makes his own suit.
Does he?
No, he doesn't. Nope, you're
Yes,
wrong.
he does.
Using
RJ,
Stark
you're wrong.
technology.
He's still the one designing it, though. He's still
Oh,
making
come
it,
on.
technically. I'm just saying, he's making his suit.
That's like saying somebody who can use Photoshop. And look, he's even picking from templates.
No, but he's customizing. He's making it his own
No,
suit.
it's templates, dude. Look, there's templates there, and yeah, and he's putting stuff together. You look just like Iron Man. Oh, dear God. So we've got all these specs here. Can we put all these specs together with different things?
And guess what? He's being smart. He's looking at the technology
I'm
and
not
saying,
saying
"Hey,
he's
this could
not
be
being
better."
smart, but he's not creating it.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
He is.
Yes,
He's using he's using
He
existing
literally
technology.
is right there. He
He's
literally
using
was right there.
he's using existing technology, dude.
No.
Shut up, Brad.
Uh-huh. Brad. Sus. Brad is sus. Toby and Andrew didn't make his own suit. They used existing material. I guess Peter and Tasm is Norman Osborn Jr. How does he know that he's not on the same comms?
Release the eggs.
It's the same egg. Oh, he's gonna kill Betty too? Wow.
I've left the children unattended.
Oh, and take this needle off of me.
$3D printing. I like that better. Would have had a Superman banner on it. Trolling
Superman
No,
RJ.
confirmed to be
Superman.
Iron Boy
Hold
Jr.
on though. Eternals established Superman does exist in the universe.
Oh dear God.
Oh, and Batman
Technically-
and Alfred.
And Batman and Alfred.
Trolling me, trolling you. Uh-huh. There is nothing we can do. Trolling me, trolling you. RJ. Enosh hating on 3D printing.
What do you have against 3D printers, Enosh? What the
I
hell?
feel it.
Enosh is
You do
3D
suck.
printers.
You do suck. Well, dang, man, this scene is another loud scene. Holy crap. I feel like
I
I should do
know.
a show now because it's called Enosh hating on
Enosh hates on everything.
clouds.
Why is Cloud so dangerous?
This is triggering with everything that happened in our country this week.
Flash should be running really fast. That's not a real Flash. Yeah, Jimbo. He's too
Yes, Voltron. Confirmed Voltron and Power Rangers exist in the MCU.
ugly.
Why didn't anybody talk about that, huh?
Stay sticky. Happy Hogan becomes Johnny Storm confirmed. Happy Hogan becomes the thing.
I mean, this is cool. Be careful you don't put somebody's eye out. Nothing? No reaction?
What? What did you say?
They showed the guy, and I said, be careful you don't put somebody's eye out. You know, like in Christmas Story.
I was very confused.
I'm super happy. It's a good question. RJ, are you back?
No webs, all man. Oh my god. Happy, happy,
Yeah.
happy. This is a cool shot, though. I like the shot.
Oh, dang it! There was something I was saying. I was going to say to you, but you were gone. Can't remember what I was going to say now.
Explosion. Ouch. Oh, this scene's so dope.
Nice. Practical use of the spider sense.
It just looks so cool. I love the way they executed this.
Here it is.
That's so badass.
Mm-hmm. Dramatic ASMR from Mysterio.
Mysterio ASMR.
Is it real or is it Memorex?
Okay, so do you guys actually think Mysterio's dead or no?
Nope.
My guess is no.
Nope. Nope. I believe he's coming back for
Okay, here's the question though. Does he come back as a physical person or just like because they showed that upload thing, right? Or does he come back just as the illusion?
no, I think he comes back as a physical person. I think he's part of it still. I think he's still in play. I think this was part of it. I think this was his plan overall.
I hope so. I would hope so. Could you imagine if like all of No Way Home's fake? All the villains, the two
Oh,
Spider-Men, it's all a Mysterio illusion, all of it.
that's what Andrew's saying right now. Like Doc Ock, Green Goblin are fake. The multiverse is fake again. Well, Toby
There's
be
no way that would happen, but could you just imagine? Could you imagine?
Spider-Man out in the open in the daytime without his mask on. How is he shocked that anybody figures out who he is?
That's kind of a problem in all the movies, though, to be honest.
Yep,
Even Tobey Maguire was taking it out in broad
I
daylight.
know.
It's just the movie conventions, you know. You got to show the actor's face at the end.
Taking it out in broad daylight.
Just whipping it out.
Aw.
Yeah. Well, I am curious that now they're actually together. Like this third movie has a lot to do to like establish their relationship. I'm gonna be curious how they write that, especially because like when they're hooked up, they're actually a couple now. It's like the world
Yeah,
around them's crashing. You know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can tell something's up because he doesn't have the same command and presence.
Yeah, which I think is brilliant on Samuel L. Jackson's
yeah.
part. I think it's just such
It
a
was
good how good
noticeable.
of an actor he is that he could play like Nick Fury, but not Nick Fury at the same time.
Yep.
Where it's like it's the little subtle differences, little subtle nods. It's like you could just barely tell something's going on, but it's noticeable.
What was that significance again?
It's a little subtle character moment, but like in the movie, they have little references. Like Flash's parents don't care about him, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's like a little bit of characterization they're throwing in, little moments to build his character up. Maybe that'll have payoff in the next movie.
Maybe
I don't
a
know.
payoff, yeah.
But they put that in there for a reason. They want you to know about his parents' parental situation. He's like, yes. This is a great swinging sequence, though. I do like this.
Nobody's back was hurt in the process of making this film.
And there's where Avengers Tower used to be, but what is it? What the heck is this building? Oh wait, that's not where Avengers Tower used to be. Never mind. Or is it? No, I think it is where Avengers Tower used to be. I don't remember.
We are excited to show you what's coming next. Did you see that? The sign behind her.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yep. Yeah, it says we are excited to show you what's coming next.
You think that's like a subtle tease they threw in for background Easter egg? She dies. End of the movie.
Right there, she breaks her back. Ah. All right, and then here we got to get to the scene.
I think it's a little bit back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right there.
A Pascal Pictures production, a Marvel Studios production. Columbia Pictures presents
Spider-Dude.
Spider-Man. Product placements all over the place.
That's just New York City in general. New York City's giant.
There was a Doritos thing there.
Was there? I didn't even notice it.
It's so subtle.
Hold up.
Hold on a second here.
I gotta go full screen on this.
Yeah. Here it comes up.
There.
Yeah, it's a big Doritos sign, dude.
All right, hold up. I'm looking.
Yeah, they paid good money for that, I can tell you. Brought from home.
Right there. Yeah, I did see. Oh, wow, yeah. That's a really big product placement.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I lost my mind when he came back. That's such a like, dude, man. When I was in the theater watching, I was like blown away because, like, first off, they brought J.K. Simmons back. Yeah, they brought J.K. Simmons back, which is amazing.
There's 10 minutes more.
Well, it's just credits until the very
I know,
end.
but there's 10 minutes worth of credits on this.
It's all those visual effects, man.
Good night. Oh wait, that's right. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I forgot about that. Hold on a second.
Oh, there you go. You did it perfectly at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
They filmed this in Australia.
Still,
Produced in Australia. The visual
so
effects
that was
produced
so
in
that was
Australia.
159. So we're at over 7 minutes of credits.
That's a lot of credits. Oh, the No Way Home credits are probably gonna be like 15 minutes. I guarantee you. Well, that's a rumor. No one really knows for sure.
Yeah, we're at 8 minutes of credits.
Space, the final frontier.
There you go. There you go.
Dedicated with love and thanks to Steve Ditko and Stan Lee.
Well, they put Stan Lee first because you know that they love their Stan Lee and he's more important.
So, what'd you think, Naj?
I like this one better than Homecoming.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that, or just the?
I just think it's a better film. I think it's more engaging. It's more interesting. Peter's more interesting in it. There's just more. I don't know. There's just more interesting things going on. You know. I just think it's a better film overall. Like they actually try to make more sense out of some things, you know, than to just like toss a bunch of scenes. Anthony's like deleted the scene. I don't know. Like, are there deleted scenes? I'm sure there's deleted scenes for this. It's 3:19 in the morning. I'm exhausted. I'll just say, like, I think that I just do. I think that this film is just better. Like, it's a better film than.
So you know what we got to do now, though, right?
What's
It's
up?
time for the official Poindexter Lounge Spider-Man film ranking. We're done, dude. We finished it.
Yep.
I was gonna say thank you for doing this whole watch party. It kind of just came spur of the moment. We did the member stream for the first one, and it was like, let's just keep doing it.
Let's keep doing it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Do this thing.
Well, I thought it was really cool because you got to watch Spider-Man 2.1 and the editor's cut of Spider-Man 3 for the first time.
Yes, I
did. You got to see new versions of those movies.
Yeah, it was great. Great event. It was a great event to be able to do all that stuff.
And now we're all caught up. We're caught up for No Way Home.
Caught up. We're all ready for No Way Home. We're all ready to
which is having its premiere in LA today. So if you want to avoid spoilers, probably get off the internet today to say it.
So
hey, I wouldn't mind a Matrix trilogy watch party eventually.
Hey, cool. I'd do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Plus, it's an easier one to do. Okay, so let's start. RJ, let's hear from you first. What is your ranking?
Okay, so I'm not going to include Spider-Verse, but if I was to include Spider-Verse, it would be number 1. It's the best Spider-Man movie, bar none. But if we're just talking about the movies that we watched, the live-action ones, this is tough. But I think the best one is Spider-Man 2. Then I would go with Far From Home. The first Spider-Man from 2002. Homecoming, then TASM 1, and then the last 2 would be Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2, being dead last. The thing is, though, with Spider-Man 3, a lot of that has to do with nostalgia.
Hold on, you said Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 are dead last?
No. Spider-Man, let me.
Okay, go back. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, number 1, if would be Spider-Verse, but it's not on the list because we're talking about the ones we watched.
Sure.
But it would go Spider-Man 2 with Tobey, Far From Home, the first Spider-Man 2002, then Homecoming, then TASM 1, I mean Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And it kind of actually, I'm really glad I rewatched TASM 2 because I remember hating that movie when it first came out. I despised that movie. Rewatching it now, it's not, there's still some really bad stuff in that movie I just don't like, but it's a lot better than I remember it being. I'm gonna be honest. It's not a horrible movie. It's not good, but it's not horrible. Really the only reason I'd probably put it above Spider-Man 3 is because I have a little more nostalgia for Spider-Man 3. That was the first Spider-Man movie I got to see in a movie theater. Plus 2, I've kind of like warmed up to that one a little more over time, but that's my ranking at least. So I would go Spider-Man 2, Far From Home, and so forth. So for me, at least, Spider-Man 2, I think, is still the cream of the crop. Like, that's like the top tier one.
Spider-Man 2, huh?
Mm-hmm. So for everyone who says I don't like Tobey Maguire, there you go.
There you go. Heck yeah. What about you, Black Ops? What is your ranking?
We can just go off like what you remember. Okay.
And Caden.
Dun dun dun. The suspense is killing me.
He got Franco like me on Jarbo the other night, where I was just like,
I thought you died. I was like, what happened to Enosh? Where is he?
I know you look back at that stream. I'm on the whole stream and never say a word.
Yeah, I was like, what happened? It's just like giving Jarbo the silent treatment. He just didn't want to say
There was, yep. Giving Jarbo the old silent treatment. Heck yeah. All right. So, well, I'll give mine then. So, let's see. I still got to go. I got to say, man, I'm still shocked, but if I got to go number one, Into the Spider-Verse.
I think that's still the best Spider-Man movie overall.
Surprising, man. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much. And my gosh, it was so good. It was really, really good. Right. So, I mean, like, that's surprising, actually. But if I'm going live action, I'm still shocked. I'm shocked I'm saying this, but The Amazing Spider-Man 1. I don't even like the villain. I don't even like the villain, but it's just a good movie. It's a better movie than the other movies. It feels more cinematic. It feels more serious. It doesn't feel like.
I will say this: Mark Webb, his visual taste for how he captures Spider-Man is really good. The way he's able to capture the poses and just the way he films stuff, he knows how to make a good-looking movie.
Sure. And so I just got to say, like, it doesn't feel silly, yeah, man, I got to go with that. So I got to go that. So I go that one. Then see, I'm trying to remember what my last thing was. I think I have to go TASM 1, and then probably Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably Spider-Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then then it gets muddy, because then I would have to go. I still got to go TASM 2, because TASM 2, as bad as it is in parts, where it's just ridiculous in parts, the good parts are so amazing. All the Gwen Stacy stuff is just it's the best Spider-Man stuff ever out there.
It's a real backbreaker. I mean, it's a phenomenal film.
No, but see, man, that's just the problem. It's like, I guess it's like, I really like the good stuff in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but it just sucks because I could see where the studio is meddling though.
I know.
So,
but I gotta say, man, the Gwen Stacy stuff is absolutely fantastic and worth watching the movie over. And
no, the two actors, I mean.
And I hate the villain in that one too. I hate Electro in that one. Electro,
he's horrible.
He's
the music's the best part about Electro. I'm sorry, the music's
so I gotta go TASM 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, TASM 2. Then I'll go Far From Home. Then I'll go Spider-Man 3 and Homecoming.
Really? Homecoming last? Wow.
To me, it's just not a good film. It's just annoying. It's annoying as all get up. Like, seriously, like, it just reminds me of a lot of the stuff that's wrong with I don't know, man. No, I'll go Homecoming and then Spider-Man 3, because Spider-Man 3 is just bad. It's just really bad.
I was gonna say, Homecoming has Michael Keaton's Vulture, and he's so good in that movie.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I got to go Homecoming and then Spider-Man 3. Yep.
So I'm just curious, did watching the editor's cut help make Spider-Man 3 better for you, or do you still kind of feel it's the worst? Like, either way, it's still the worst for you. I'm just saying, like, do you hate that movie, or is it more like it's bad but you understand it?
You do suck. Yeah, shading a Marvel. Giving my lineup of the Spider-Man movies are hating again.
Yeah.
No, dude, it didn't change my opinion of the film, dude.
It's still kind of the same, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's still the same. I mean, it's still the same film. It
still
has the same problems. Franco is awful in it. New Goblin is stupid.
Venom.
He's a snowboarder in the air. Venom is awful.
White.
Venom is horrible in that film. You're not shading on Sam Raimi.
Sam
Raimi's a Michigan guy, dude. I love Sam Raimi, man. He directed some of my favorite Evil Dead,
Michigan,
dude.
Yeah,
he is, man. Evil Dead, man. Evil Dead supposedly takes place in Michigan.
So I wanted to ask you real quick. So would you say that the reason you rank TASM 2 above Far From Home and Homecoming is because the highs of TASM 2 are higher for you?
Oh, dude, there's so much more. There's so much better connection, and I think Spider-Man's portrayed in so much a better way than.
Because I'll be honest, like I'm sure because you said it too. Like going into this, I didn't think you would come away saying Andrew Garfield's your favorite.
Me either. Me either. Honestly, me either. Me either. Honestly, I thought I was going to end up saying Holland was my favorite. Uh, just because Toby to me is kind of no offense, Andrew. Toby comes across as a little whiny to me, and
So you would say Andrew kind of captures like the modern kind of Spider-Man you'd want to see, pretty much for the most part. Like you think he
yeah, I think
encapsulates what you
so.
think he
Yeah,
should
I think
be.
so. I think so. I don't believe him as a teenager at
Yeah,
all, but I believe him as the older, like a little bit older Spider-Man. Early 20s. I'll give him early 20s, but I now,
yeah.
dude. Okay, so like, okay, even though I'll say that Andrew Garfield now is my favorite, uh, I have no
Emotional connection.
I have no emotional connection to any of those guys coming back. Like, I mean, like I do. Like, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be really super cool if they're in the movie, and I'm gonna geek out because that's a nerdy thing to see.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's gonna be a historic nerd
to
moment.
see the three live action excuse me, the three live action Spider-Men like all on the screen together, dude. That's gonna be awesome. If it doesn't
Yeah,
happen, am I gonna lose my mind over it? No. No,
yeah,
I'm just gonna go look. I told you guys that if it didn't happen, I'm just gonna watch the world burn to the ground because that'll be the
yeah.
biggest mistake Marvel ever made, is allowing people to think that the three Spider-Men were in this movie and then they're not. I mean, they better be because that's gonna be a problem for them. But no, dude, no, man. As far as I'm concerned, right now, Andrew Garfield has already been in his last Spider-Man movie. There ain't gonna be no The Amazing Spider-Man 3. There ain't gonna be
Do
no
you kind of
Spider-Man
wish?
4.
I'm just curious after watching these movies and seeing the way that those two stories, those two franchises ended.
Not
Does it
after
make
what you
you?
told me.
Well,
Not
yeah,
after what you told me. The story was going like Gwen Stacy as Carnage. Missed me with that mess.
yeah. Those are ideas floating around. Who knows? Mark Webb might
We
be able to
dodged a
salvage a couple
bullet if
things.
that's where they thought they were going.
Yeah.
That's kind of my problem with the Amazing Spider-Man is I don't like the tangents that they go off on, like these things that really
Well,
aren't
that
canon.
comes to Sony. That comes to that corporate meddling, which sucks.
I know, and that's the stuff that I don't like. So, but yeah, they're
Well, let me ask
not.
you real quick though. Who do you think was the best like villain of the franchise out of the movies you watched?
Best villain out of the franchise.
Because it's not anyone from Chasm, any of those movies. It's not Lizard or Electro, that's for sure.
Yeah, no. Best villain would have to be MCU for not even acknowledging Uncle Ben.
I mean, physical.
No, I know. I mean, if I gotta go with one, gosh, man, it's such a.
It's a
It's
toss
almost.
between
It's almost.
Doc Ock and Green Goblin for me.
It really is. It really is, man. Because both of those guys gave such a great performance, man. That you know, yeah, man. They both gave.
I think I'm gonna lean towards.
Well, who's the guy? Who's
Doc
the guy
Ock.
who's the guy who asks for the rent all the time? What's his name again?
Oh, Mr. Dickovich.
Yeah,
He's a dick.
he's a good villain. He's a good villain.
Yeah, I think for me personally, my favorite villains are probably Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Vulture. I think those three are really good standouts.
Yeah, Vulture was really good. Vulture was really good. I believed him. Like I believed his reason for being. Like that's the. I think Vulture. I think Vulture is the least over the top.
Yeah, no, Vulture's very. I
very
like how
grounded.
Vulture's. They treat Vulture very seriously and grounded, which I like. They
Yeah.
take that character seriously.
Yep. I mean, they're not doing anything stupid with him. He just has jet propelled wings.
Well, not only that, you understand his motivations too. He's trying to provide for his family, but he's kind of.
Yeah.
Mary Jane singing was the best villain.
What was it?
Beauty sucks and Mary Jane singing was the best villain.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I gotta say, man, because Vulture, man, like they painted him as a real life guy who just happens to have some technology, but he has reason for being. He was scary too.
Oh yeah, they treat him scary.
That
They treat him like he was
moment in the
scary.
car, dude, with him and Peter,
Pete.
I was like, whoa. So, man, that almost propels him to be
Yeah, but
I
it's
mean,
so tough because Doc
it
Ock and
is.
Green Goblin were so iconic, though. It's tough.
They were iconic. They were iconic, but they were in more of a comic book movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
See,
that's
that's
true.
what I feel is like their portrayals are more like comic booky villains. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Than
but
the other.
but the thing is, though, it's like they're very evil. They're kind of just not Doc Ock. Doc Ock they did kind of make very sympathetic. Green Goblin was kind of sympathetic, but he was just more like evil to be evil.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, like we still don't know what's going on with Vulture, man, because Vulture's in Morbius.
That's true. Yeah,
Vulture
his
knows that
story's not done.
he's Peter Parker, and he's kind of sitting on that.
Yeah, he didn't tell Scorpion. He's like, nope, I'm not telling you.
So, you know what? I think I'm going to take the plunge, man, and I'm just gonna go Vulture. I'm shocked at that. Even that shocks me because I don't like Vulture as a villain typically, but the way that
Well,
he's
in the
portrayed in that
comics, he's like
film,
an old man who's just
I know,
like,
I know. So,
and
but
this they actually treat him seriously.
yep. So if I'm going strictly by the films, I gotta go there because I'm legitimately scared of that character because I feel like he's got a heads up. He's got the capabilities of following through. I mean, dude, he kills Shocker 1 in just
Yeah, he just kills him.
just kills. I mean, I know he says, I thought that was the anti-gravity or whatever, but like, what are you going to do? Float him up into the sky? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so I believe him when he tells Peter he's going to, that like he'll kill him or whatever.
Yeah, he's serious.
Oh, he's serious for sure. Yeah. So I got to go with that, man. I got to go with that. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Well, everyone knows you're going to say this, but best love interest was Gwen Stacy.
Oh yeah.
We'll see the competition for you.
By far, Gwen Stacy's best love interest in this whole thing, which I'm shocked because I like Mary Jane better in the comics, but yeah, Gwen Stacy for sure, man. Faux show.
Yeah.
Best Uncle Ben.
Oh, best Uncle Ben. Ugh.
You only got two to choose from.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, that's tough because I like Martin Sheen as an actor, but Cliff Robertson is so iconic because he was the first one, really. And he's the one who everyone remembers.
Yep.
But Martin Sheen kind of had more to work with because I feel like they try to make Ben more like you got to know a little more about him, like the Bowling Trophies moment and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I gotta lean towards Cliff Robertson because again, he was the icon.
I know.
Agreed.
I know.
Agreed.
Best Aunt May.
Ooh, that's tough. I want. Oh man, because Rosemary Harris is kind of like the traditional Aunt May, like as perfect as you can get from the comics.
Yep.
Sally Field has a lot of cool emotional scenes. Andrew Garfield, she's more like she has a mixture of like a modern day aunt who's a little tougher and a little more how do you put it, like a little more active and stuff. Like she wants to become a nurse and all that stuff. Plus it's like she's a little more like the Ultimate Comics. And Marissa Tomei, I like Marissa Tomei as an actress, but they do kind of make Aunt May more of a comedic character, So I don't think she's the best. I don't think she's the best Aunt May, but between Sally Field and Rosemary Harris, I think Rosemary Harris's performance, especially in Spider-Man 2, is so good though.
Yep, I gotta go with Rosemary Harris. She looks like Aunt May, like tried and true. I agree.
Well,
I like Sally Field. I like Sally Field. Don't get me. I really like her performance. I'm sorry, Marissa Tomei. Marissa Tomei. Like nothing about her.
Well, she hasn't gotten much to do. She hasn't.
But nothing about her says Aunt May to me. Like she's too sexy. She's too. That to me, that's not Aunt May. To me, like that's, I don't know, man. I don't even know what that is. Like, yeah, Buddy Cast Network. It's Aunt May.
Yeah,
I gotta go. I gotta go with that.
Here's a random question. Who was the better best friend character in the?
I saw that. Yeah, Harry, or Ned. I gotta go Ned.
Really?
I believe. Why? I believe that they're buddies. I believe that they're best friends. I believe that they're two kids who are growing up together in high school together. Harry
But
from
James Franco though is like a
yeah,
pillar
but
of that
Harry from
franchise.
TASM, no, I don't believe it because
Well, it's because
barely reconnect.
they didn't establish
They
it. This
barely
kind of rushed
reconnect. There's
it.
no establishment there. There's no connection there. I don't believe that one. And Franco, yeah, he's there.
He was built up for 3 movies though. You believe that?
He was. But you know, I felt like it was all superficial, and I feel like he threw everything out the door, with his ridiculous take on Spider-Man. That it's like I'm gonna hate Spider-Man just to hate Spider-Man. Nope, sorry.
He killed his
Can't.
dad. He killed his
Yeah,
dad.
what?
He thought he killed his dad.
No. Conversation fixes it. Like he's over the top. He's like too emotional about it, and he literally becomes the Goblin, knowing that his dad was the Goblin. You know, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That he knows that he's the Goblin, and yet he somehow still blames Spider-Man. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I guess when you put it that way,
It just does that
vengeance
doesn't that's
blinds the soul.
that's stupid. No, I gotta go Ned, man. Ned is a good friend. He's like your best buddy in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I look at that connection, I look, yeah, they're best buddies, man.
Because that's the kind of
believe it.
jokes and the kind of relationship you probably have with someone in high school. You hanged out with a lot.
Exactly. Enosh wouldn't Vulture forget Peter's name in the Morbius movie.
Well, that's assuming that the spell works, though.
Oh,
That's a good point, though.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Benson gave a super chat on YouTube.
Yeah, Bets with a £5 super chat says, may I throw in a curveball? Yes, you may. Chances of Iron Man or Cap appearing in No Way Home. Is this how they return? I think Maguire will appear, but not Garfield. Okay, so 2 things. One, if one of them appears, they're both appearing.
And I don't think either of them are going to appear. Like, the movie's is, like, so stuffed with stuff as it is. Why would you, like, bring the return of Iron Man and Cap in this movie? That's something you say for way
No, I was talking
down the line.
about if Maguire appears, Garfield's going to appear. That's what I was saying.
Oh,
If one appears, they're both going to appear.
They literally can't. They cannot do it without one or the other. It's either
Yeah.
you do all of them or none of them.
Yeah. You don't just do one of them. So yeah. Iron Man.
If they did that, that'd be stupid. You don't just bring back one, not the other. You get both.
Yeah, you get both. As for Iron Man or Cap, I doubt it. I just don't see it happening. I don't see them.
Unless it's like a joke, it's like multiverse versions where like they're like little comedic characters that pop in for 2 seconds, and then that's a massive stretch.
Yeah, and how they would do that without making them part of the world again, I don't know, because I don't think that they're going to be a part of the world going forward. So,
yeah.
Monkey Jeebus says President Stoney hates Andrew Garfield.
That actually is true. That
could very well be. That could very well be. But I think the point is,
the old president, not the new one.
Yeah, not
the old president.
So, but I think the point is that is if Marvel has a story that they're telling, guess what? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Let us hope to Monkey Jeebus that we never get Tom Cruise Iron Man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Shidoko on the Twitch chat wanted to ask you what you thought was the best costume in these movies. Who had the best costume? That's tough. That's really tough.
That's really tough because I really like the Tobey Maguire suit.
Oh yeah, it's iconic.
I really like the Tobey Maguire suit. That being said, even though I like the Tobey Maguire suit, that TASM 2 suit,
the TASM 2 suit looks really nice.
Looks really great. So I guess if I got to go through, and the fact that Andrew Garfield is built skinnier, more like Spider-Man. You know.
In the Raimi movies, the costumes like had that padding, plus it had like just the way it was built. It kind of looked like, I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like
he doesn't look fat. He doesn't look fat, but he looks thick.
Like this padding, yeah, he looks a little thick.
Yeah, he looks a little thick, and so I got.
What about the Holland costumes? Not a fan.
No.
I know you don't like the Spider.
The first one, it's too smooth for me. It looks like CGI to me because it's too smooth. Like there's no ridges in it. There's no. I like the way it looks. Don't get me wrong. Like especially in Civil War, I really like that costume. when they do just the classic costume, I like it. I'm trying to think of
What about the main Spider-Man one suit? That's your favorite Spider-Man movie after what you watch, but is it your it's not your favorite suit?
I like it as like an alternate suit.
Mm.
Like I don't hate it. The costume, I just like the way that it doesn't look like it's over padded on him. Like it
Well, I
looks.
like how I do like, even though it looks like a basketball to me, like texture wise. But I understand, like, because he does the research to be like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna make it look like a athletic outfit. Like
yeah,
it's gonna have like combination of, like
yeah. It's not my favorite
runners and
suit.
skiers.
Yeah, it's not my favorite suit. From there, it's not my favorite suit
So
from.
you probably see Chasm too. It's his
Yeah,
favorite.
Chasm too. Yeah, I just think that it's nice that there's some texture to it. When we just see Spider-Man standing there in the Holland suit, there's no texture to it at all. It's just super smooth, and I feel
That
that
might
like
be honestly, this might be controversial to say, but I feel like it's because there's no raised webbing, where the webbing's on like an
there's no
actual
raised
texture on
webbing,
the
but
outside.
even the texture of it, there's no texture to it. It's just like a smooth. Like everybody else seems to have like a texture to their costumes, except for Spider-Man, and I feel like it's almost just because of the CGI work that they need to do on it.
Yeah.
But you know,
Caden, are you back? Can we finally get your ranking?
Um, like I would probably put this because I feel like this
uh-oh.
movie. Oh,
Do we
Yeah, he
lose?
had
oh,
to
that's
bounce.
Jimbo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jimbo had to
okay.
bounce. He had to go to
Oh
sleep.
yeah,
Thanks,
He's
I'm
back.
dipping
Jimbo.
out. I'm
Thank you,
passing
Jimbo.
out.
No
Yeah.
problem,
See you
Jimbo.
guys.
We appreciate
See
you,
you,
man. All right,
Jimbo.
buddy. All right, we'll see you.
Um, honestly, like I think this is better than Spider-Man 3 and both TASM films. Because both of those films are in my lower three. But I probably rate it like 6.5 or 7.
Oh no, not like your ranking of this movie. I mean, like you're ranking like the
Oh,
whole franchise as a whole, like in order of like best to
oh,
worst.
I say it's pretty good as a Spider-Man movie. There's some things that I don't like, but it's very minor. Um, so yeah, I like it. Um, yeah. Um, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, what I was trying to ask is like, like, what's your favorite movies in like from order, like the whole
What
franchise as
order?
a whole?
What what
Yeah.
what
Oh, in the
what's the
order?
order?
Okay.
Yeah, what's the order?
Okay. I would say Spider-Man 2, then 1, then Homecoming, then Far From Home, then Spider-Man 3, then TASM 1, and then TASM 2.
Oh wow.
I already said that I hate both of the TASM films. So yeah. I,
Ouch.
Jeez.
yeah. There's no redeeming qualities in those films for me other than the chemistry wise, I think that's the best Peter and love interest that we have so far.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
because it's Mark Webb's experience as a rom-com director really helped
Absolutely.
in
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah. You can absolutely tell.
Yeah.
But I guess like the question to end it all on kind of is like Enoch, does this make you more excited for No Way Home now that you have like the whole franchise history? Like you just recently watched everything, so you go in fresh, like remembering all this stuff.
I mean, it's good. It's definitely good to have watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to watch it. Like I still, I mean, it didn't change the way I feel about uh the whole franchise as a whole. I mean, it just
Well, kind of. I mean, it kind of made you appreciate Andrew Garfield more. A
I
little
guess,
bit.
yeah, I guess it made me appreciate Garfield more. But I mean, like, I'm still excited for Spider-Man: No Way Home. Um, like I said, at this point, I'm trying just not to just to think. I'm trying not to assume that I know what happens. You
Yeah, I
know,
feel like with this movie, especially like this is just my philosophy. Every movie, leave your expectations out of the theater. Just go in wanting to be told a good story. If you get a
Yep.
good movie, just enjoy it for what it is. Let the storytellers tell the story they're going to tell you. Don't go in expecting certain things to happen and like be like, well, if this doesn't happen, the movie sucks. Like that's just like a crappy way to watch movies, to be honest. You
Yeah.
know?
Honestly, because also like the things that the top three, the low because the top three, obviously for me is Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Homecoming. But the lower three, the reason why it doesn't my lower three also because both Tasman films I feel like have ruined the Spider-Man mythos and lore and the fundamentals of why Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and just other faulty things in Spider-Man 3 is that there was so many things set up in both Spider-Man 1 and 2, especially in 2. If you're going to use Venom, John Jameson's right there, and you could have had a perfect opportunity where John Jameson was jealous of Spider-Man and Peter Parker because because your fiance seems to be in love with Spider-Man, but also seems to also be in love with Peter Parker. So and also like there's some other things that I feel like could have happened with Venom.
Yeah.
And then
No.
like
I totally get what you're saying. I totally get that. I think Bradley wanted to ask real quick, is there something you're like specifically looking forward to with No Way Home, Enosh, or is it more like you don't even want to say like what you're looking forward to? It's like you don't know for sure.
Spider-Man.
That's it. Just the mic drop. You're looking forward to Spider-Man.
Whoever he is, however many there are, I'm interested in that. And I want to figure that, and I kind of want to know like what the heck is up with Doctor Strange in this film, because I don't feel Doctor Strange so far in the trailers, and so if that is Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
If that really is Doctor Strange, then I need an explanation. That's all I'm saying, because I just don't feel that he acts like Doctor Strange.
It could just be bad editing and cuts too. Who knows?
It could be, but no, the wink, no, that's not bad editing. The wink doesn't feel like Doctor Strange to me.
Well, I mean, what I mean is like it could be like selective editing, like there could be like they edit the trailers and the footage around to like hide certain things, like that removes context of why stuff's going on. Who knows?
Maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Look, Bradley. If I'm being honest, I look forward to seeing the 3 Spider-Men. If it doesn't happen,
that's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna laugh.
Well, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny.
If we walk out of that film, I'm not gonna be able to wait until I get home.
You're just gonna like go live on your phone right away.
Like I swear to God, man, I'm just gonna be like, oh, like I
don't know that.
I don't spoil it for everybody. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
dude,
I don't want to spoil it.
Well, no, because dude, like your theater might erupt in a riot. I don't know if it will be able to get home safely if they're not in the movie.
Why is that? Because I'm from Flint.
No. I mean, because like people are gonna be like going so upset and crazy if they're not in this movie because everyone's expecting it.
No, you know what? I don't think
I can read everyone a nursery rhyme.
I don't think my theater is going to be that like packed. So like, I don't know that I'm really worried about that. I'm
just messing around. I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
No. I just tuned in because Caden's voice helps me sleep. Yeah, I know.
I can read a nursery rhyme to make you guys fall asleep even more.
No.
That can be Caden's show on the Poindexter Lounge. Hi.
Nursery rhymes.
I'm Caden, and I'm gonna help you sleep. I tap him from my other channel.
No, that's a great idea because look what his name is, Caden Reed. So Caden reads nursery rhymes.
See,
it writes itself.
Yeah, but I'll say this because I know
shows up.
Yeah, I'll say this: the thing I'm probably most looking forward to No Way Home. I'm interested. I want to see this darker tone. I want to see like they're talking up this darker tone for this movie that they're going to really treat it seriously. It looks like a much more serious movie than the previous 2 we've gotten. I feel like there's real stakes, real consequences. Peter's going to go through a lot of emotional trauma in this movie, and I'm curious to see how they execute that. To be honest, I want to see how they handle that.
Sure.
Because I feel like at this point, when it's like the conclusion of the trilogy, you need to go big, you need to go hard.
I'm really excited for what it like. I know people say
you need to go hard.
I know people say that you shouldn't be worried about the future of characters in a movie, like because it kind of ruins. I'm like, no, for me, it honestly, because I'm really excited to see where this movie takes Peter and his friends.
No, exactly. That's what I like. outside of everything else, because it's going to be amazing to see all these characters back if it's actually real and everything's actually, happening. It's not whatever. But the thing I care about the most is I want to see how this affects the Spider-Man I'm watching, right? What is this movie? What does the story do for Tom Holland and his roster of characters? What kind of emotional journey and arc is he going on, right? Because that needs to be the number one concern, of course, is like, how does this further his character development? Like, where does he leave off in this movie to where I'll be excited for like the next 5+ years of Spider-Man movies, right? So hopefully, I'm hopeful that it'll leave everybody in a place where everybody, regardless if you like the other movies or not, you'll be excited for what they do next. That's my hope, at least.
I think you're right. I think you're right, and I think that they've done a good job so far with the MCU. I mean, as far as
well, I guess like my thing at the end of the day is like, regardless of what your favorite Spider-Man is or what you like the most, I hope that this movie can do something to unite the fan base in a way, if that makes sense, or it's like we can all love what we all love,
Right here. This is what I'll be doing as well, Elsa. I'll just send you a link, Elsa. We can sit on the stream and we can just like go through the internet and watch like all of the people writing articles and making videos. We'll just go through YouTube. Like literally, we'll just set a keyword,
a whole stream just for
Spider-Man, and just go from stream to stream, listen to people gripe and complain about how Spider-Man.
Oh, Toby and Andrew is supposed to be in this movie.
No, what's gonna happen is there'll be like denial. People will be like, "Well, wait, that second post-credit scene hasn't come up yet. Maybe they're in that. It's a teaser for the next movie. It's gonna be part 1 or part 2."
They're gonna be in Multiverse of Madness. They're gonna be in Doctor Strange. That they threw us a curveball. And it doesn't, whatever.
Yeah,
so.
They're in it. They're in the deleted scenes.
That's my message. Like, that's why I love Spider-Man so much. Is like I told you, not just when we did the Homecoming thing. It's like, no matter what version of Spider-Man you love, I feel like all of these movies brought something unique to the table, and they've all done something great with the character in some way. And it's going to appeal to different people for different reasons. So I hope the takeaway with these movies and this watch party is that we all love the character, regardless of what movie's your favorite. All of them have great qualities. All of them have bad qualities too in some regards. They're not all perfect. But I'm hopeful that this watch party series, and like when we see No Way Home, hopefully like it can like just kind of unite us.
Oh my god.
Make us realize we all love what we love,
That scared me.
Be not scared, my friend.
I like how
I'll be right back.
Okay. Old man Enosh.
Old man yells at cloud.
Is that why he did that? Just to match with that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how I'm being a teacher, Andrew, but okay. I'm just trying.
Andrew, let people be excited that for this movie, other than for Toby being in this movie. Like,
well, no, I'm just saying, like, overall, I feel like I want to believe and hope that this movie can do a large part in trying to like unite this fan base again, to where we can stop being at each other's throats over which one's the best version, because it really ultimately does not matter. Like what you like, and let's just have fun with this, Because regardless of what your favorite version is, they've all done something unique and good for the character in some regard that we can all appreciate. And we all love this character deep down. That's why we're so passionate as fans.
Old man Enosh is crying.
Yeah,
that blue light?
And that's a great point too, Taylor. Blake Taylor. I think that's something that we should take pride in too. It's like we have like decades of Spider-Man on film that all of us love in some regard. Like, that's cool. That's really cool that like different people have a Spider-Man that they identify with and that they love to follow. And regardless of like what we all think about each one, even if we like certain versions better than others, everybody's fandom matters. Everybody has a version that they're attached to and love, and that's great. That's great. If like someone's personally connected to one version that got them into the character, then power to them,
Yeah, and exactly, Bradley. Superman is generally awesome, no matter who plays him.
You mean Spider-Man?
Did I see someone else?
You said Superman.
Same thing. Superman was my favorite Marvel superhero. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Superman. Yeah, Superman said that. Yeah, and Andrew, chillax. Take a chill pill.
I don't know how many times you can tell him to take a chill pill, to be honest. You tell him like that 5 times, he refuses to take the medicine.
I told him that one time 10 times in a row.
Yeah, no, and that's that's so interesting. I think I made this comparison to Enosh before too, where it's like I feel like a lot of like the Superman comparisons to Spider-Man, not only in terms of like the characterizations of both characters, but the way some people are like so emotionally attached to certain versions. Like I see so many parallels to Christopher Reeve and Tobey Maguire in terms of like the fanaticism around those two versions and how they're held up as like the standard that nobody else can match, nobody can live up to.
God.
It's really, really interesting, and I have to do a conversation maybe with Enosh about that one of these days, like maybe like its own little separate video or stream. Because I feel like both of us could like really dive into that and like why that is. You know, I feel like it'd be a really interesting topic.
Yeah, and also to answer Andrew's question, why do people want Toby dead?
Nobody wants Toby dead. I think it's just that people are
Want a
like
closure on his arc, and that this
people.
movie will add to that, and him dying would be like that
Well,
hero.
it would serve a thematic purpose, but it would also end his character arc if handled correctly in a very powerful and poignant way.
Yes.
Obviously, you know,
We'll have to see.
Yeah, have to wait and see.
But I think this movie. I don't think either Spider-Man are dying in this movie. I think the only people that will die are people that will heavily affect our Peter and our
hey, who knows though? Maybe the Goblin or Doc Ock, they're gonna stab him right through the chest with their weapons or something. You don't even know. I mean, yes, I actually am happy about Charlie Cox coming back. I think that's gonna be cool if he's in the movie. Again, we don't know though. But yeah, just a side note again, the LA premieres tonight. So if you're wanting to avoid spoilers, please get off the internet today. I'm probably
Variety be like revealing the whole
Variety's gonna be like, hey, did you guys know this guy's in the movie? He's in the post.
Did you know that Toby and Andrew are in No Way Home?
Yeah, guys, they're in the post credit scene. It's like, screw you. But yeah, my plan
Did you know
is
that Wanda is played by Elizabeth Olsen?
Yeah, she's in this movie, guys. Right. But no, my plan is if anyone's still listening and interested, I'm doing a stream tomorrow night. First stream of the week. I have a big week going on. My first stream of the week, it'll be a Spider-Man No Way Home pregame show where I will be breaking down some of my thoughts and predictions on the movie. We'll talk about like our thoughts leading up to it. Just have a little fun, casual stream.
Exactly, William. No way we make it to Thursday without getting
William. William. Like after Monday, I'm not gonna go on any streams. I'm deleting everything. I'm staying off. I'm trying very hard not to be spoiled. Very, very, very hard. It's probably impossible, but I have to try.
We'll find out tomorrow if any of these people are at the premiere.
That is true, and we will see. But I hope I can stay unspoiled. I'm gonna try really hard, but it's
dude, I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be almost impossible. Once the thing comes out, dude, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere, see anything.
What if I just like delete Twitter for like a couple days?
Dude, I don't even think that's gonna work. I don't even think that's gonna work because you're gonna literally have to like hold up in a hole until you see it.
This is no way, you don't think?
No, there's no way with the premiere, dude. There's going to be things that leak. All the stuff that you want to know is gonna leak like right away, and you're gonna come across it some way, somehow. I just don't think that we're gonna be able to.
I want to try at least. I'm gonna try really hard not to be spoiled. But
see, I just feel like I'm not even gonna try. Like,
and also we already have like a fan screening event the Wednesday before, and Tuesday before. A 2 fan screen.
I mean, like I literally see the movie in 3 days. 3 days. So if I could just hold out for 3 days, you know.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's just that Morgan Freeman gif. Well, good
Yep.
luck.
I'm telling you right now, man. I'm gonna walk out like whatever's going on. Like, okay, like I said, if they're not if they're not in it, I
Well, if they're not in it, we will know tomorrow night. Either which way, I feel like tomorrow night we will have the answer. Someone's going to say something or give like a little cryptic tease or something like this, like even if they don't downright
The
say
two
it.
people we thought were in this movie aren't in this movie. But
And
also, crazy thing is today.
Andrew, it's not that important.
Yeah.
It really is not that important, bro.
Also today, not today, yesterday, today, whether Rise Ifan confirmed that he is loser. He's
Well,
loser.
did he though? Did he
Yeah,
though?
he
Because
did.
he
He did.
but he said like, just like on Christmas morning, you don't want your present spoiled before you open it. Like it's kind of confirming it, but not really. He's kind of saying I can't.
He's saying
say
I'm in
the
it,
movie's
but I
out.
don't want to say that I'm in it yet.
Yeah, which is like, well, we know Lizard's in the movie, so it's like not like I'm not gonna be shocked if we see Dr. Kirk Connors, but
yeah. So that's all I can say. Like,
yeah, we're just a couple days away. So, oh yeah, dude, people, listen. If you're a mod on a live stream channel, I feel so bad for you because jerks are gonna be spoiling stuff in live chats constantly.
Oh yeah.
Like I honestly would not even bother stream. Like I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow, like today, Monday night. After that, I'm not doing anything till Thursday until I see the movie. So,
well, I'm still gonna stream. I'm not gonna let it. I mean, in fact, Tuesday night, I got Mask of Shy coming on. We're gonna talk art and his stuff, and so
yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do a thing because, like, here's the thing: anybody coming on, you don't know what they're saying if it's real or not. Anyways, what are they gonna come in and say? Yep, they're in it, or they die or whatever. Like, at that point, who cares? Because 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Be lying.
I just hope nobody from like the press spoils it, like that stupid Variety person did with like the Eternals post-credit scene. 2 Variety people, yeah, that was so. If you're like part of the press seeing a movie at a premiere, why would you spoil that for internet clout? I don't get that.
Like, one crazy thing is also like those 2 people also tweeted saying, "Oh, that's interesting. We didn't get the post-credit scenes at the press screening early this morning."
Yeah, and I wonder why.
Yeah,
they don't trust
they're
you.
not gonna. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I know you actually probably got to go to bed, but I just want to say again, thank you, man, for doing this whole watch party series. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to be a part of it.
Heck yeah, man! This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed. This was so far the biggest series we've done. I mean, 7 films. So, like before we did the original trilogy. But holy crap, yeah.
7 movies in just a couple weeks. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
No, it's not. We basically took 2 weekends.
Yeah.
And watched 7 movies. Heck yeah. And you guys were here for it. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys been here. You guys been great. Having panels for this has been great. There's been the communication. I got to say, like, I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of watch panels, and I, not just it ain't touting my horn, it's touting you guys because the chats have been great. We've had a good influx of people here.
I mean, dude, we got 2 memes. We got Get Franco'd and Get Stoned. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
And we had running jokes across all the movies. You had a net betting and all that stuff.
Didn't we have another meme too? Because we had Get Franco'd, Get Stoned, and then there was like one. Wasn't there one for Holland? Oh, Hollandaise.
Hollandaise.
You got Hollandaised.
Or Get Tombed.
That one didn't hit as hard as Getting Franco'd and Getting Stoned, but it was there. It was there. I remember it was there. Getting Hollandaised, and that was probably the grossest out of all of it.
Yes, because it's yeah.
Why is someone in the chat pretending to be Mark?
Mark who?
There's like 2 Bensons, and like one of them's trying to pretend to be them.
Hold on a second. Wait, what?
Oh, because there's a Mark Benson.
And then there's just regular Bensons.
Mark Benson's, if they're not in Casale, will need therapy.
Yeah, I don't think that's the real Benson. It's someone
That's
else.
not. I don't think that's the real Benson either. Yeah. Whoever's pretending
That's
to
the
be
real
Scott.
Benson.
Yeah, that's the real Benson right there. Yeah.
Stop pretending to be people.
Yeah, because
Mark Benson has been here the whole time.
Especially like you're gonna use like go after people.
mention. Yeah, if you're gonna mention like Andrew or something like that, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Again, let's not push buttons where there doesn't have to be buttons pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, this was great. I had a blast, and I can't wait to do our next stuff. We still have to watch 2 more Superman film. Well, I mean, that's just if we just do the Christopher Reeve ones. But we'd have to do, I guess, Superman Returns too. So that'd be 3 more. So because I want to do Superman 3, I want people to understand why I like Superman 3, because I do. I like Superman 3 a lot.
Archie,
But
you didn't answer Anthony.
I'm sorry. Yes, I do agree. The Fortnite web swinging is better, 100 times better. But yeah.
Yeah, so we got that, and then what else do we have? Well, we talked about doing the Matrix. There's been a couple.
But if you do the Matrix though, it's like we have to do that so quickly because the movie comes out in just like 9 days.
Oh, yeah, you probably won't.
There's no way.
I mean, it's 3 films. You could bust it out in a weekend, but 9 days. Like, hold on a second.
Yeah, it comes out the 22nd, I think.
Well, that's like 10 days. So that's like next week. So I mean, you'd have this weekend and then like all the next week. I mean, you could do it, but
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be out of town.
I don't know if we'll be able to nail that one then. But I will say, I mean, I know that we have
Man of Steel watch party.
People have been asking for a Man of Steel watch party, which I think is great. People have also been asking for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I gotta give that. I gotta pick a winner for that one too, because I haven't picked a winner for that one yet.
Hey, just pick me.
You don't have Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I do. I'm just messing. I just want
I got my Desaad in today.
Nice.
It's a black and white one. It's a limited edition one.
Nice.
I was like saying like I pre-ordered that like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I had a bunch of pre-orders.
Can you believe though that like next week is Christmas?
Oh my god!
Like it's the end of the year next week, dude.
This entire year,
it's gone by like super fast.
I don't even remember this year hardly. Like seriously, so much has happened to me. So much has happened to me in this year that I can't even.
This has been one of the craziest years. 2020 was a little crazy just because of like world events. Like 2021, I feel like for you and me, Enoch, is like way more happened in 2021.
Yeah, dude, it is like seriously, like way more happened to me in 2021 than it did in 2020. Yep.
Wait, there's already people trying to spoil No Way Home now?
There's no way. The movie hasn't even screened yet.
Who's saying what? The leakers are
Someone
already
just said that the leakers are already in action already. Damn, Twitter is effed.
Where? Nah, there's no, because the movie hasn't screened yet. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna go looking for it, but it's just like I mean, I'm not doubting you. It's just, I'm just surprised that it's true.
No way. Let's see what they say. Spoilers. Breaking Scooper, who meticulously outlined the entire plot of Spider-Man No Way Home 2 years ago on Reddit, is now really worried about spoilers, guys. What? Mercury had something to say. He says, me spoiling No Way Home in the DMs of anyone who's ever crapped on me at any point in the past next week.
Great. Okay. Great, Mercury.
And
that's a little toxic.
He's got a video of Toby of Topher Grace's Venom on top of Tobey Maguire. In Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I was like,
I'll be honest with you. This is a little sus. It makes him look a little.
Steer clear of Mercury, guys, or he'll spoil.
So this is, here you go. This isn't a spoiler for anything. I'm just showing you this. So let's go.
to settle this. You're so right.
Can you hear it?
I'm
Yes.
thinking humiliation. Kind of like how you humiliated me. Do you remember? Do you remember what you did to me?
Also, he's using the 9/11 never forget hashtag
You're
again.
so
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
god,
hey.
what is he doing?
Hey, yeah. How about this? How about this? Topher Grace is a whiny little you know what in this.
Why would you like?
Is that how you want people to think of you? Okay, Mercury.
Like, be better.
Yeah, like
Jeez.
you really want to compare yourself to Topher Grace's
Venom?
Venom? How's that going to work for you?
That's not
How's
the
that
way you
working
think
for
it
you?
is.
People call me a beta. Jeez, good lord.
Well, it's also too like, oh my god, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. This was
That
a
is
little. That
that's
was
a fun.
interesting.
That's like needs to be like a draw picture. That's a funny little meme.
It
Said
was.
side eye.
Well, hey, Brandon Davis is doing interviews on the red carpet tomorrow for Spider-Man No Way Home.
Hey, I like Brandon Davis. He's cool.
Look who's doing it. Oh, Zendaya is leaving, so that's great. like when Zendaya is like, "Hey guys, I'm leaving." Great, thanks. Good God.
Me when I watched No Way Home, the other two Spider-Man are just Holland variants.
And like, then you have
imagine
behind the scenes photos of it, and they have white dots on their face.
Wait, what if that happens? So like the other three like the other two Spider-Man, there are two other Spider-Man, but they're just versions of Tom Holland.
Dude, again, I will be right there with Elsa with my popcorn, sitting back watching the entire world just burn to the ground.
What? What's a promoted tweet? I'm just like,
what is that promoted tweet? It's like an advertisement. What is it?
This right here?
Yeah, these people realized cruise vacations weren't for them. A little too late.
Deck is smaller than I thought it was. Than I was expecting. A lot of women end up with that problem where the deck is smaller than they thought it was going to be. You know,
oh my God.
Just saying. Decks come in all sizes, shapes, forms. You know, you got to love the deck you're on.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, love the deck you're on. You know, don't think about other decks while you're, trying to enjoy yourself. I mean, this may seem like a small deck, but she has a smile on her face.
She's taking it in stride.
She is. She's enjoying the deck that she's on right here. I mean, there's room for two on that deck.
Oh God.
I mean, even if she's got to like watch a tablet while she's on that deck, she's still fine. She's got a great view.
Yeah, I mean, she seems comfortable.
She seems very comfortable on that deck. She's just saying. Like she's got looks like she's got plenty of leg room, and yeah.
On the top
right
corner,
that guy's
flooded their toilet. Look at the top right one.
This one?
Oh
yeah, look at the flood. It's like dirty water. It's the sewer pipes.
That guy at the bottom corner is like crying. He's not happy with his deck.
No, he's not happy with his deck at all. I mean, this girl is happy right here. She goes a rare moment of sunshine on that deck. Decks don't get a lot of sunshine sometimes, I mean, so
yeah.
Yep. Yes, Toby confirmed. If Toby are not in the movie, I will shut down all my accounts, but not before posting my credit card numbers.
Oh, you're playing a dangerous game.
Hey, if he's wrong, he has to post his credit card numbers on Twitter.
Yeah, like he's gonna do.
RJ, RJ's gonna be like, I'm stealing.
Here's gonna be This is RJ seconds before he rides that penis bull.
Oh my God.
On Vegas. It's like, shh, don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
By this time tomorrow, people will have seen Spider-Man No Way Home. Me leaving the cinema before the end credits of No Way Home. If Toby and Andrew are, it has started. There you go. Before the end credits.
Begun.
Before the end. Look, there's people who are going to leave before the end credits anyways, and I think one of my biggest pet peeves now, guys, is people who leave
Marvel movies,
like superhero movies in general. Before the end credits.
I see it all the time now, and it's really frustrating.
It is very, very frustrating. I don't get it. Um,
Well, I'm gonna stop looking at the screen so I don't actually see a spoiler.
nah, there ain't no spoilers here. There ain't nobody doing that. Just nah. No. Nobody knows. I solemnly swear no spoilers for No Way Home next week. Okay. Cool.
I mean, cool.
I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it's just
It's RJ.
Enrique.
Yes.
He's RJ.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Who knows? I don't think that there's gonna be anything until people see the actual film.
Premieres the premiere usually starts around 7:30 Pacific time,
Yeah.
and the
Well, on
red
that
carpet
note-
starts at 5.
Yeah. On that note, I do need to get out of here. So
I gotta get to bed too. So, all right, guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed our Spider-Man coverage for the last few days. And what is your favorite deck position? I like the deck on the left-hand side. I feel like the decks on the left-hand side are just a little more comfortable.
What?
When the deck's on the left-hand side, I'm a lefty, so
But I'm just trying to understand that, Jim.
so when I'm on a boat, I prefer
Uh-huh.
being over on the left-hand side. Well, there went RJ.
The-
We lost
RJ's like,
RJ.
he's like,
RJ's done. I'm done too. All right, guys.
All right.
Well, hey, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful start to your week. We'll say goodbye to everybody on Twitch. Thank you to everyone, the 3 people on Twitch. Good night. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you later. And Twitch is gone. And then thank you to everyone here on all the other platforms. Thank you, guys. We'll see you all later. Peace out.
See y'all later.